What is up, guys? Cyber Houdini here, and welcome back to a little bit of Metaphor Refantazio. Yes, this is Atlas's brand new RPG, so far removed from Persona and Shin Megami Tensei, and we're actually doing it. We're doing it, baby. We're back in a whole new world. I'm enjoying this one so much. Like, it's actually kind of cool. It's a little bit of medieval Attack on Titan meets Persona's kind of social stuff. I love it. I love it. Hell yes. You got a bit of dungeon crawling going on, turn-based combat, all those creepy demons that we know from Shin Megami Tensei. So, very nice indeed. Yes, it's cool. I'm liking it. It's kind of like a play on fantasy and fiction, where our world, the human world, is their fantasy. They're reading it in a story as if it's some magical place when we know the truth. And even the giant monsters that they fight, very Attack on Titan like, are called humans. They don't know any better. Nice. Just big monstrosities. It's based on beautiful art. Like we've basically found the real artist in our own real life, and it's kind of cool. We've taken pieces from it, you know. Very nice. It's almost like Mobius. Like, see that? See those kind of creatures? Holy hell! Very nice. Very nice. Let's see if I can find. It's kind of, I don't know if it's any specific art piece. It's more like Renaissance painting in general, you know, little tiny pieces. It's really cool. Let me see. I didn't write it down. All right, cool. Doesn't matter. It's all good. Nice. Let's get into this. So it's been a minute since we got to play this with all the Fright Fest stuff going on. But last we played this, we were knee-deep in taking down this almost Transylvania-like castle and its queen, and the mystery of all the people and kids that were being kidnapped. We thought it was this Heisme guy. He ended up being this cool little mouse bat creature. He's joined our team. He's a badass. He's like Liam Neeson in the body of a mouse. He's really cool. So it wasn't him. It was not him at all. In fact, he had a really sad story of his own child passing away. So it's nothing got to do with him. So he's been helping us out. He's now become a mainstay in the team, and he's really cool. What it actually ended up being was the queen herself. Spoilers, but she had lost a child in childbirth and decided to have another, I think it was. And it was like an experimented creature, and it became this human thing, and she was feeding children and things to it. Just completely lost and torn by grief. Now, we had a choice to completely kill her, or you know, let her pay for her crimes. But once we had slain the creature, which she thought was her child, she kind of snapped out of a little bit, you know, so we decided to spare her. Really cool. It was mainly got to do with Morris, another one of our guards, who was kind of egging the whole thing on, manipulating it behind the scenes. So really great story. Like, this is something else. Holy hell, really, really cool. So now that we've kind of solved that, it's on to the next town, the next adventure, and that happens to be Brellavale. And so the story is we're all trying to vie for to become the king, you know, a shot at the kingdom, and it's turned it into a sort of a Hunger Games, except everybody's killing each other, but instead of just winning that, they're trying to win the kingdom. So we're trying to prove ourselves, you know, to bring something back that shows that we are worthy along the way, meeting people, and yeah. So far, so good. We're building up our royal virtues so we can be at least king-like in nature. We were thinking of bringing back the baby head, but it was a massive big creature. Like, it didn't even resemble much of a baby at all. It was more like a true monster. Just giant head, big gnashing teeth and tongue, and just legs everywhere. Yeah, pretty messed up. So this is kind of the downtime. So I think we finally fixed some of the stuff. We were having a little bit of trouble with some of the social events. I don't know if it was a bug or it's just the way things go, but we couldn't talk to some of our followers. So if you go into your really beautiful menu here and you go into your followers, each of your followers has ranks. You see that? And the ranks are not just there just to have a chat with them. They actually are heavily attached to the entire Archetype system, which is like jobs from Final Fantasy, or, you know, your Persona stuff. So in this case, you know, you got mage, warrior, knight, thief, and we've unlocked a lot more like healers and that. So when they have this, oh, Maria needs to be talked to again. When they have these symbols beside them, it means things. So the hand shaking is obviously kind of a meeting of the minds, and that will help your rank. The grey ones means that I think they're ready to be talked to, but you're missing some kind of criteria, whether it's the story or maybe your royal virtues aren't high enough. And if they're red with a flashing thing, it means you can level them up. And you can see we got into this weird thing where Maria just kept popping up over and over and over. So she's rank 5. That's not really what we want. We want all these guys to be rank as close together as possible. So Hunkelberg was kind of stuck for a while. She's our fairy royal, or not fairy, elven royal knight. She's a badass. She's really cool. She's got kind of a bit of a German accent, but she's really cool. But yeah, she was stuck for a while. I don't know what the hell happened. Oh yeah, we did level up Gallica. Hers is through story. And then Stroll is our royal knight. Or he's a royal, well, he is kind of he's a prince. But he's more of like a warrior. And there's Heisme there. He's such a badass thief, but I've actually turned him into a gunner, so we'll see where that goes. But yes, we need to talk to Hunkelberg because she's kind of stuck. But it looks like Barton can also be talked to. And the fact that there's a little friendship handshake thing means he might be able to join the party or might be an important follower, so we must do that as well. And I think Hunkelberg is in here. Let's do this first because it was broken. I'm hoping this will fix it. I think it was broken because we've gone through... I had an opportunity to do it and I messed it up by picking something else, not realizing it. So from now on, these follower handshakes take precedent over everything else. Side quests, hunts, story, it doesn't matter. We do these first because I didn't know. Now, apparently when the game is almost over, you get a whole month before the final crescendo and everything will open back up. But people are reporting that that's not really happening either. So, you gotta be careful. The game does seem to want to push you towards doing multiple runs as well. I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll see. We'll see. This one, I think, like, is eyeing up a lot of people's game of the year for sure. And that might be a bridge too far in my eyes, but we'll see. I think it's wonderful, and it's been a long time since I played an Atlas game, since the Persona 4 and Shin Megami Tensei, honestly. I had not played 5, even though I own multiple copies of it. It's just one of those things. It came out during, like, weird YouTube times, and Atlas was weird about it, and kind of put me off it for a bit, but I must go back and play it. This is more my speed, same with Shin Megami Tensei. Do people say, like, Shin Megami Tensei or Shin Megami Tensei? I don't know. Does it matter too much? It's just a little bit of preface on one part of it. What would you cope with such burdens if me? I'd get some exercise. Alright. So she's kind of cool. She seems like hard as nails, but she's one of those lovely pieces of candy where she's got a soft underbelly. So let's go talk to her immediately. So by doing this, this should unlock the next stage of the night as well, which has been stuck as well. So yeah, it's interesting. I don't know if that's some kind of intention of the game or I did it wrong or what, but try not to miss these opportunities. It's also connected deeply to their own stories, which are really well written. Like, we just met Heisme, and he has had an amazing story. Obviously, truly tragic, but really cool to see him, like, rise out of that. Alright, he's become a royal guardsman. So she was protecting the prince, and everything went tits up with Luis killing the king, and the prince been locked in an eternal curse. Everyone thinks he's dead, but we know better. I signed to the prince's retinue. Each night I would slip past our commander's watch, join a comrade of mine in the dark, and spar with him until our hands were calloused and blistered. Alright, so she is, you know, married to the cause, for real. Some bouts I won, some I lost. Despite all the time we crossed blades, we never did see who was better. Sounds like a worthy opponent, sounds tough. What was he like? Yeah, sounds tough, let's do that. Sounds like he gave you a tough fight. Certainly, he was strong enough to push me even further. Nice, that's good. So is he a rival? Is he a lover? We swore we'd become royal knights worthy of the title. Okay, we'd beat champions. What happened? Got a buff. Hunkelberg, is it truly you? Uh-oh, this must be the man himself. Holy Christ. Stately Stentor. Rotant, his name is Rotant. Okay. What a coincidence. I was just speaking of a comrade and rival. This is the self-same man. Alright. And who's this pup, huh? Pup? What do you call him, pup?
Nice to meet you.
I'm a friend of hers, bitch. Associate with this boy, disgraceful. Is it because we're elder? Or elder? Yeah, there's like 8 tribes in the game. They're extremely classist and racist, honestly. And it's kind of an examination of our own world. Why does this strike you so? I suppose like attracts like, wow, the dirt suits a fallen knight. Jesus Christ, this guy needs an ass whooping. Calm yourself, Hunkelberg. The commander of the Royal Knights is well within his bounds to judge your failures. Jeez, Commander, you mean yourself? Oh, she went her own way, and he rose up through the ranks. Wondered as a vagrant, I earned both our share. So I see. What a piece of crap. And you, clearly you've already given up on pulling yourself any higher. Okay. I pursue a mission, one that far outweighs any glory found in the Order. Exactly. Of course, when you couldn't save the prince, any dignity you had left as a royal guard was well and truly snuffed. Jeez, this guy needs an ass whooping. Please let me attack him. I Suppose you had a little choice but to cling to your search for his shadow. Oh my god. How dare you? Choose your words with care. No need. I have nothing more to say. You disappoint me, Hunkelberg. Her name is kind of like Eloise something. She's like 8 names like you normal elves.
Sorry.
My apologies. I'm sorry you had to see that. Are you okay? Don't worry about it. What a scumbag. Let's see what that does. He once spoke with more kindness than scorn. I do understand his anger, though. It was by my choice that our promised paths diverged, after all. But we cannot afford to lose sight of our priorities. No, it's true. That must have hurt her. Well, let us fight onwards in the name of His Royal Highness as the path I walk now. It's true. Consents Hunkelberg's earnest faith and deep trust. Oh, man. I like her. Imagine giving up everything you'd worked for. Okay, is that... I reduced the match cost and Hunkelberg... Yeah. See, I think something broke here. I remember doing this on stream where we talked about this, where she'll defend you against your weaknesses. Something happened. Basically, I think rank 2 was always around the bar, around the area, and rank 3 has to be on board the land runner. And after that, it's kind of, who knows. Parapus, man, you don't say. What was that all about? Parapus are kind of the cat people. They're treated really bad. Let's trade another time back to the runner. 100 drills or 1,000 swings to take an unsparing regiment indeed. Yeah, it's a cool game. There's a lot of things you just kind of have to learn what's going on. I love it. It feels like art in motion. Very cool. Nice. Oh, alright, idols today. Very nice. Yes, yes. Back to Martyra's. Oh, what's happening now? I hear a voice. I need to push myself harder. Oh, no, Heisme wants to talk to us. Maybe I should talk with him. Okay, we got to be careful because we've only 2 days left. That only means that for the path to Brindlehaven works. Okay. So let's talk. Oh, this lady wants some help too. Jesus! There's so much to do. Nice. What's going on with this one? Hey there, traveller. Is your cuisine not to your taste? Why do you eat bugs? Tell me about this town. Tell me about Barden. Oh, the type of person who would bend over backwards for the good of the town. He's the one that brought you over here, isn't he? He's always been that way. Oh, yes. Alright, let's make sure everything's going good. I'm hoping to play some Dead Rising 3 after this. We played through and finished A Quiet Place, A Road Ahead yesterday. We played some of that during Fright Fest. First hour or two was very fun and some interesting ideas, right? Stuck with it. That was all it had to wrote. The next 4 or so hours, complete garbage. The systems fall in on themselves. It becomes extremely picky and hypersensitive. You can't even open a door or even the door of a drawer. So it was really rough. I'm really disappointed in that one. That's unfortunate. I'm not great at stealth games anyway because timing and patience is not really my thing. I do have decent patience, but not so much in games. Like, I still think best stealth was Metal Gear Solid. Like, Splinter Cell did a good job. Some of the Hitmans are pretty decent as well, but even them don't really deal with stealth. It's more stealth in person kind of thing. It's a strange one. But modern stealth like Assassin's Creed and other games, they can kiss my ass. I usually just go guns blazing because I despise their fake ass AI and 15,000 guards from 7 miles away all know exactly where you are in an instant. Hate that stuff. We're so over-reliant on piss-poor systems from 15 years ago. But such is life. Such is life. So where did Barden go then? Maybe some you might be only able to do during the night. This one predicts the weather. Apparently weather is really important. I didn't know this. If you go to a dungeon on a bad day, all the enemies will be stronger and severely pissed off. God, the music's awesome. Is that just me? Seems louder and more beautiful than ever. It's kind of sad. So where is Heisme then? I'd like to get his stuff started off. Looks like he's aboard the Gauntlet Runner, which we can fast travel to now. Let's do that. Once we don't affect the Barden thing, I'll be happy. I want to grab that while we can. It's just, as I was saying, there is this funny thing with starting off. There is a couple that are just story-based, I believe. The Gallica, the little fairy, is story-based, so you never really do anything with her. It'll just happen. And then there's a few other that are story-based, but your main little dudes on your team do need you to have a chat with them. And you can miss it. You genuinely can miss it. Like Heisme, we just got here and he wants to have a chat. Like we've had a huge bunch of his story now about his fallen child and how he wants to get all that back. So I'd love to know what else is going on. We know he's part of this very secular royal guard that are kind of almost like samurai ronin, you know, exiled, disgraced samurai, and they're known as the Shadow Guard. And he wears this amazing little suit. Look at him; he's more bat than Mouse, but I've been saying Mouse. But they're all the same. It's the rodent family, you know. He's really, really cool. When you hear this voice, check this out. Once you get our more pressing goals out of the way, I won't be sure to do away with myself. I've been thinking I ought to resume the training drills from my Shadow Guard days. The battles ahead will demand no less of me. My apologies, but if you have business with me, might we discuss it another time? Could you teach me? Alright, here we go. It'll help me on... Okay, so that's what's happened here. So I believe... Oh, I'm blocking it. This, when you have an option here, next to the brackets will be your Royal Virtue. And depending on the height, you can see that you need to be level 2 of this one, which I think that one is Eloquence. I want to say Eloquence for that one. I'm not too great on the symbols. Like, Wisdom is the magnifying glass. Tolerance is the heart with 2 hands. People found that in real life and they're like, oh my god. So yeah, once you get used to that. So these will only trigger depending on, like, Brigitta, she won't talk to me until I get my courage up higher. So it's a really clever system. Like, don't stress over too much. Yeah, it was Eloquence. Oh no, I said did I say Eloquence? Maybe I did, yeah. So Eloquence, cool. I try and keep them on the level. The hardest ones to level up, I think, for me, is Tolerance and Eloquence, because they don't just come that simply, you know. Courage can be done through story and dungeons. Wisdom you kind of get really easy as well, like from different things. So yeah, those, they kind of take care of themselves. The rest, though, are a little bit tougher. Alright, proper training does take time, a significant amount of it. If you mean to tag along, I hope you're ready. Nice, okay, well that'll go. That'll change it till the morning, right? Check bond with Heismate. Let's do it! And then in the morning we'll try and talk to Barden, and then we'll head on out. So I don't know if you get to the exact countdown is a bad thing. Bit cramped. Alright, here we go. We're going up above. He's going to teach me some of the ways of the Shadow Guard. Cool. And let's start with a little test, shall we? See if you can keep up with my movements. Alright. If your reactions are fast enough to match me, you win. Now, let's begin. Am I going to have to actually press something? You're wide open. What's he doing? Oh, dang. From here, I'd simpleton to slit your throat. You were careless. I couldn't keep up. One more time. You were so cool. Alright, no, let's not fangirl over him. Let's actually, you know, be a good student. He's going to teach us a little bit. As many times as you like. Yes, yes. Dude, he's doing that instant transmission stuff. That's so cool. Don't rely on sight. Your enemies aren't going to wait for you. Your body must move on instinct to buy time for your mind. I'm not a master. How can I do that? Teach me, Sensei. How indeed. Find these answers also part of the training itself. There's no clear answer, no correct way of improving, but at the very least you can decide what to aspire to. Ooh, okay. He's too smart. Alright. Oh, Tay. That's a cool suit he's got on. Alright. That'll help us out a little bit. Oh, damn, look at this. Found some fine spirits for myself. Not even Ambrose would taste this when drunk alone. Would you like a cup of tea instead? No. We are, like, a little younger, I guess. You can't be drinking too much. This looks like back in his tent. Bracing drink, but nowhere near as good as the spirits back home. What did it taste like? Do you miss your hometown?
Hold on.
Not particularly. Talking with you just remind me of my son. Oh, look at that. We're going to be like a little kind of a surrogate son. Oh, it's been long since I've been in my home. My son died without ever seeing that village. Nice. He looked up to the knights, you know. He had the stout heart in that little frame. Might have grown up to be a fine knight himself had he lived. We don't know exactly what happened to him, don't we, right? I'll never forget the day I cremated. Yeah, we found his urn is actually right there. We saw that. How does that equate to mourning? Nice. What do you mean by cremated? So we know so little. Right, everyone else buries their bodies without giving them the flame. It's a way of the Ujif, which is the that kind of their race. We burn the bodies of the dead, leaving only bones. The soul is freed through fire. Once released from the body, they go to their place in the beyond. I like that. That's a tough one, you know. Like I don't know. It seems to be more of a choice-based thing here, huh? About whether to cremate or not. I know some people want it just because it's not at the faffin, it gets past the faffin, and other people it's just their wishes, and then other people want it because it cuts down on costs as well, don't want to be a burden to their family. So yeah, it is a tough one, I don't know. It's up to kind of you, I don't know. I'm definitely, one thing I do want to do, if they're of any use, is to donate my organs when I'm gone. Or to my family if they need them, whatever, you know, I'm definitely about that, like, what good are they in the ground, you know? If they can be put to some use, that's for sure. But then on the burial and cremate and stuff, I mean, I guess it's a personal choice. I'm not too fussed either way. Not too fussed, honestly. If it is a money thing, then yeah, whatever is cheapest. I don't mind. You can even put urns inside mausoleums as well, or keep them at home, whatever you'd like. Let's find this place. I'd like to help. Yeah, whatever you want to do, buddy. He's quickly becoming my second favorite character after Hunkleberg. Stroll, I'm having a hard time warming up to Stroll. Didn't like him at the start. He's quite a steadfast, princely kind of silver spoon kind of guy. He is strong in his conviction, so I respect him for that. But he's kind of a shithead otherwise, you know. He's got that stereotypical kind of meathead, even though he's a long, skinny pint of piss, you know. But I don't know. We'll have to see. A lot of people seem to like him, so maybe I'm missing something. I guess it's just my own thing. As a favor for your friend, it is for your son's sake. Oh, can't put that burden on you. It's definitely not a burden.
Let's do it.
It's for your son's sake, yeah. Oh, nice. Thank you for your kindness. Oh, I like that. So the choices you make don't really matter too much in these things. You just get those little things flying off are just extra magla, which is the magic energy. And it's nice, you know, you'll get like 1500 if you do it right. But I don't really think there's right or wrong. It's just how much you're invested in the conversation, how you know the other person. Trust me, it does not matter that much. Don't lose sleep over it. Very good, lovely. I hope you're all doing well. Yeah, that was a bit of... I can see heartache for his departed son, and his trust as a friend and ally. So yeah, that was one of those... Remember I talked about, like, at least once a week. Well, it depends how much you stream. But 1 every 5 or 10 streams, you're going to have a rough stream. Maybe you're not feeling it. Maybe the game is shite. And yesterday was definitely one of those situations where it was a bad game. Alright, so Thief Enlightenment. Preternatural Hearing. Displays the location of strong enemies on the dungeon map. Cool, so now he's rank 2. See what I'm saying? See, Hunkleberg is so behind. They should be rank 4 now. We can say this for any time when you're free, lad. I'm grateful that you helped me, though. And dare say, tonight I'll rest well. Oh. What a sad little story, but powerful, you know? There we go, we got 1300. Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws near. Nice. So now we can level up. We've got so much. We can level up the mage as well if we want. We just got the magic seeker as well. A road was blocked by the landside. Should be cleared by tomorrow apparently. We set off for Briarhaven as soon as it opens. We've acquired the head we sought. Yeah, we are truly... So we are going to use the baby. Okay. It's pretty messed up. The head is more like a symbol, like a trophy. Even after all this, a bunch of nobodies. Maybe we can improve our reputation by helping some of the people around town. A wise suggestion. Some upright behavior and altruistic deeds are just what we need to gain more recognition. Well, we have been doing okay. You have this popularity slider which tends to go down. That's all good. Alright, we depart tomorrow. Now let's see, is Barton still there? He is. Okay, cool. Well, whatever it is about loading back in here, the frame rate dies just a little bit. Let's see what we're doing now. So we've got like a whole host of money in mags, so I'm okay about that. One thing I did want to do, I say feck it, we unlocked, for Will anyway, probably for everybody, we unlocked the skill inheritance of, where is it? I'm equipped as it. Alright, let's come over here then. So you come over here and it's basically... Is it down here? Yeah, here we go. Magic font, right? So it's a passive of raising your max MP by 15%. Which is a lot as you creep up the game, you know. But it is a bit expensive. It's 4,000 mag just for that, you know. That can unlock many different archetypes for you. So it's up to you. There is more expensive ones. I saw one that was 20,000. But I want this. And what this will do, once you unlock this once, you can skill inherit in anything, you know. So I've really been wanting to do that. The only issue is a lot of the times you might not have the space. That's right. So you have to think about that. Lucky find. Sweeping slash. Sweeping slash. I've been using that one because there's so much money. Oh yeah, diagonal slash. We already have that. It's no harm. Just to give them different kind of magic in that, you know. We're getting to that point like halfway through the game, I'd say, where we need to realistically start thinking about opening up all the other stuff. But yeah, we're doing the Magic Seeker for him. For his last evolution, we need to be rank 7 with more. We need to be Magic Seeker level 20. We need 19,000 Maj. Jesus! That is a lot. That is a lot. What's this one? Oh yeah, the Faker. We unlock that. It's like a Jester thing. I don't know how I feel about that one. It's a debuffer that lowers opponent's stats. We got Brawlers. Got the Healer and now Cleric, which is the evolved form of that. We got that through Maria. The Gunner, which I have on Heisme. Let's see, anybody close to mastering the rank? Yeah, she's almost mastered the rank of the Mage. So that's why I wanted to get Knight to level 2. But as you can see, she's so behind. But hopefully that'll fix it. It's all good. We can swap her over to something else anyway. You never want to keep them on the mastered rank. Maybe if it's a boss. Someone was saying you get an item if you keep leveling up as a master. So maybe it's not that big a deal. It's not that big a deal. Okay, let's go talk to Barden. He helped us out. Barden the Pardon? Well, hello there. What are you up to? City's returned to its lively self. But we're enough for all you. Thinking back, I do remember Lady Joanna disappearing. I had not the slightest doubts about her. I believe every word Joanna and Morris had to say. I carried on without care in the world. It's okay, dude. There's no way you would have known, like. In some ways, the situation has shined the light upon my own weakness, and I'll not make that mistake twice. It's okay. How were you to know that there's such a disgusting thing was going on? Then again, I'm surprised you didn't hear the baby cries, because this thing was screaming. I need your opinion on something? Alright. Let's go. Ha ha. And it said again, the town is in safe hands. Oh, he's going to talk. Okay, good. Oh, aye. A lot of Scottish, a lot of British. The wee bonny wife. Oh man, they really did put a bit of Scottish in there.
My only wish is to render assistance in any way I can. Whatever wee matters I can take care of, I will. Even if they might not turn out as well as yours did.
Diddle-dee, diddle-dee. What's going on here now?
Well, who could avoid those massive ears, you damn Russant?
Damn.
Looks like I need to go keep a brawl at bay. Hey, listen, both of you. Enough already.
Calm down.
Sorry about that.
Sorry.
Tragedy for the town hero to see something so disgraceful.
That's alright. Is everything alright? Seems like there's trouble.
Seems like there's trouble.
It's not just them. Everyone's been on edge lately. It's odd.
Yeah, we got Dragon Age, the Veilguard coming out as well. So I don't like to chew too many RPGs at once because then I'll finish nothing. So I'm going to stick with this, but that'll be the next big RPG afterwards. Probably will be like, let's see how things are going. Probably be in early November.
Even got Heisme to join up with you.
We did?
How exactly did you get so many different people?
Yeah, people are like confused. We have a shared vision, a common enemy. Confused by that because there's just so much racism between the tribes, you know.
One which will benefit everyone.
We're gonna ignite everybody.
So that's what brought you all together. You're the idealistic leader. So it is. Is a leader everyone acknowledges. We need a new system where the people themselves govern the town.
Yeah, I like that. Sounds like a fine idea.
I think that sounds like a fine idea.
I'm much assured by your words. Thanks for being so accommodating.
I'm trying not to min-max too much, but I do want to know what is the best like archetype for each of the people. Now it seems like what their original archetype is, like, you know, a knight for Hunkelberg and a thief for Heisme. It seems like that's where they want you to go, but how you get to that finale is up to you, you know. And then honestly, spending time in some of the other archetypes, the jobs, wouldn't be a bad idea. Like, I'm right now adding all these spells to Hunkelberg, which seems crazy, but it might allow me to create more of a magic knight, because I do notice that she is defense first, so her attack power is abysmal, even with great weapons. She does do pierce damage, which is great for weakness, but even at that, it's doing less than half of what a warrior would do. It's nice to get that damage in there, but the only thing the weakness will truly do, besides doing extra damage, is add half a turn to the next guy, you know, and it does help, but I would just rather balls to the wall damage sometimes.
Be happy to help.
That's the secret to combat in this one, is to constantly exploit criticals, weaknesses, so that you can continue your turn, which might initially be 3 turns or 4 turns, upwards of 5, 6, 7, or 8, you know. I can feel Barden's profound love for the town. Ah, see? You might be able to keep this place going while the queen kinda, yeah, takes her lickings. Oh. Okay, so this is another new one. Oh my god, we've got like 4 different archetypes in this town alone. So he's commander. I haven't heard of that one. Whoa, I haven't heard of Faker either until we got that. So that's what the story with him is. So he won't be a party member, but he'll be a follower. Okay. Which then leads to commander. We've almost got them all now, honestly. At least all of the starting blocks, you know. Which I think, all told, like jobs, archetypes, they actually, or the classes, there's, I think, just nearly 15 or 16. I was trying to do the maths kind of in my head. And then multiply that by 3. There you go, that's literally huge. Study the commander. Try seeing what new powers await you. Alright.
I'd be glad if you came back soon.
We're building up the gunner with Heismay, so that'll help us with more, because he needs us to do that, so we can level him up. So that's that. Now what does commander do? That makes me think that it's kind of backseating a little bit. Back to the tavern. Alright. Nice. We've got loads of preparation done. Where is that? Oh, here we go. Commander. So what does commander do? Oh, there's a little picture on it. Is that something they added? Look at this. Magic Seeker, Faker. I swear they didn't put a word there. That has to be in a new update. Cool. That's nice. Alright, yeah. So commander. A support role that inspires and moves allies to the front row. Synthesis skills also provide some offensive magic. Okay, so he's kind of magic. Is that a whip in his hand? What is that thing? Commander, study archetype. Let's have a look at his details. It looks pretty cool. No, it's some kind of a bell thing. I don't know what that is. What the hell is that thing? I thought it could be a mace or I don't know. So enhanced cooperation, hero passive. Makes enemies more likely to be stunned by support attacks in overworld combat. Okay, that's something I guess. And he's got Maracushaya, okay. Increases all allies' defense 3 turns, okay. Oh yeah, Fiery Strike deals medium physical fire damage to 1 enemy. That's pretty random, isn't it? Fire, huh? Okay, increases critical rate for 1 ally. I suppose like with the Magic Seeker is all about wind for whatever reason. Sometimes they just throw in random elements. Formation of Vigor. Moves all allies to the front row and increases their attack. Okay, not bad, but what if they're not like that? Deals medium magic fire damage to all enemies. Heartbreak Stratagem. Negates 1 enemy's repel magic and repel physical skills. That's very good. I'm assuming bosses are going to get like that. They're going to start... Repelling is really... It's basically like Reflect in other RPGs where it doesn't just not work. You're actually getting hit in the face with your own attack. It's really miserable. It's horrible. It's like learning the hard way. So that's interesting. We'll look into that for sure. For sure. I'll keep him going for now. We got so many choices. Nice. That's great. That gets that out of the way as well. So that's all the kind of prep. I gotta be careful. So these are kind of quests that you can unlock. But I've noticed that a lot of them are timer based. Which is fine. But once you unlock them, that timer then starts to count down. Finally leaving this place tomorrow. Nice. Let's see how our royal virtues. Anyone close? Courage and wisdom are pretty close. Tolerance. Nice. Courage we definitely need to get up there. You can do that with battles and dungeons and different hunts. But a lot of stuff has to be done during the day. Which is awesome. Right? Anyway. No, it's not. It's actually, we were playing Dungeons of Hinterberg and I had a similar thing going on. Alright, so they're both good to go. Nice. So I need to talk to him soon enough. Maria. See, look, I think I might have missed Maria then. You see that kind of... Let's see what it says here. Don't feel anything. Maybe it's just during the day. Because she was ready to go as well. There's Katarina. That one I think we have to wait till we get to another place. Alonso, he was the faker. We just met him. He's kind of a con artist. Oh yeah, I was not sure where they are at the moment. So if you press A on them, it'll tell you stuff. There's where Barton slots in. Good, good, good. So this is what I was saying. I'm fully convinced that these 3 slots are for extra party members. Which would be wild. But there you go. That's what I think. Because it very noticeably put Norris and Maria and all them down here. Why leave that space unless you were purposely doing something? Okay. And he wants the merchant to be cultivated? No, he said gunner, right? More theories, he requests the merchant. Oh no. Asked me to accomplish. Oh shit, it's the merchant. I thought it was the gunner. Whoopsie. I should probably do that then. I think I'm pretty close with one of the merchants, right? Let me see here. He was like 4 or 5, was he? No, 3. Only requires you to get to level 10, I think. We'll figure it out. Merchant's a weird one. You attack with money, and the brawler attacks with health. So yeah, there's a lot going on. A lot going on. We are strong. Alright. Let's see, is there anyone around here that we can talk to about wisdom? Wisdom. Can we get some great wisdom out of people? What's this one? That's imagination, I believe. Let's see what the map has to say. Any wisdom people? I don't think there is. Interesting. Oh no, it is. Right over there. Did I walk by them a couple of times? Right there. Oh, it's sitting down on the bench. That's why I couldn't see them. Because it's the bench. It's a way of doing it, I suppose. Wisdom kind of takes care of itself, but that's no harm. If you're close to the next stage, it'll unlock other things, so it's no harm. Honestly, I only think the only one you would waste time doing is courage. Because just keep that to dungeons and keep it to side quests, and that's about it. How about we taking the view of the city skyline for a bit? Nice. Yeah, it's very Transylvania, so you got the castle in the background, you got this kind of rundown Romanian sort of Eastern Europe medieval town. It's cool. I can't wait to see what the next place is. It looks like it might be more beachy or outside beside a lake or something, maybe a swamp, I don't know. Bustling in the capital, but it doesn't exactly feel rural. And the shopping's not bad either. Maybe being so close to the main road, a lot of merchants come and go. Nice. I do think there's going to be things you're just going to generally miss. Like you might even miss Barden there. And then that's just the way it is. You kind of just have to hope for the best. Like most RPGs, if you're not rocking like 7 or 8 saves every 5 hours or so, having a new save, then I can't help you too much. Oh, is that enough? It is. There we go. There we go. That was worth it. Nice. Wisdom. Just one of the virtues a ruler must possess. Good. What I tend to do is get one to that level and then try and bring the rest of them with me. So now I want to get everything to level 3. Do you get me? As Gallica and I headed home, we discussed many things about Martyra. Oh, nice. I really love this game. It's got a really nice gameplay loop. Alright, so this should push to the day we can leave. Not really anything else we can do here either. There's particular shopping days as well. Now the timer and the days and all that might scare you off and make you think Majora's Mask or something, but it's not like that. Oh, here we go. Little check-in. This guy's basically keeping an eye on things. Very much like Hunger Games. Dueling mayhem. Yeah, we were getting into some crazy fights. Poor bastards. I'm glad to be back playing this. I'm quite addicted to it. That's what happens at me. Like, I'll go gung-ho into an RPG for like 40 hours. And if it doesn't hold me, then I might not go back to it. It's tough.
And some others have bought and sold out of the race.
Come on, that's a bit unfair, isn't it?
Nice dress. But we still have the Black Ops 6 campaign, which I'm loving. Silent Hill 2. And this, let's see what else we got going on. Busy.
A little bird told me one of our contenders has made a bold play in Martyra.
Ooh, he's got spies everywhere, huh?
With a head.
What are they scheming then? Let's hear some details.
Sorry, chums, I'm just the choir.
Sorry.
Speak for any one candidate in particular.
Yeah, this is one of these games you want to kind of start early-ish or as quick as you can so that
With all that
you can
said,
take as much of a chunk out of it.
wonder how Count Luis is taking this. Can we?
Yeah, we bumped into Count Luis. He's the big bad. We're trying to really not care about the king too much. We're trying to kill him. He did kill the king after all, but he's a slippery, powerful dude, so we're sort of erring on the side of our enemy of our enemy is our friend kind of thing, you know? Or keep your enemies closer. So we're trying to feign loyalty to Luis while really just trying to get close to him. He's killed the king, he's killed off some of our own friends, he's a miserable shit. We've killed some of his weird fanboy stuff. Zorba. He has a cult-like following. Oceana, I like that. So close of Oceana. Good.
Sounds like quite a journey. I hope it won't be as bumpy.
The monster hunts are fun. Haven't presented too much challenge yet, but some of the normal fights are very challenging. The beauty of the game is doesn't let you exit out, change your equipment, or change equipment during combat, so that can be a little bit restrictive. But what you can do is reset the fight to the beginning with no load screen or no punishment. So there is a sort of chance of like learning weaknesses and going back to the start if you wanted to. Or just roll with the punches.
I hope you've no designs on taking my
Yes. Leave Hajime alone. Would you like to be interrupted while you're sleeping? Nice. This is the first normal week I've felt in like 2 weeks. Port Bryvale. So you can see how this works. It's almost like separate all around it are little places we can figure out. Punch it to the south of Martina. We'll make it in, I don't know, 3 nights. Alright. Whoa, look at this. Yeah, oh, we're going to bump into Katarina along the way. That pink thing there is her land runner. Land runners are cool. They're like giant submarine ships, but they have these beast demon tails and legs running along, you know, and they're able to shoot cannons from them, and they're also able to bash into each other. Look at this place. Gorgeous. So this is how the open world map works. Not bad. I wouldn't really call it open world. Like some of the dungeons and areas are more open areas, so that's how they're doing it. I kind of prefer that way. If you want true open world in this style, I would go for Shin Megami Tensei 5. And then if you want more of the school stuff, obviously that's where Persona comes in. I'm not going to lie to you, that's something that's always kind of held me back from truly like falling in love with Persona series, is the exams and the maths and stuff. I choose video games as escapism. I most certainly don't want to go back to school. Are you fucking mad, you know? I love to learn, but I tend to do that in my own volition. Not through silly, arbitrary exams been graded by probably someone who's not really qualified for it. You know that kind of way? Yeah. I have my thoughts on curriculums and the school system all around the world, but that's a whole different beast. It's a whole conversation for another day. We could be doing things a lot better. So see Stormy, see that? So day 3, so it's showing you the capital of the Principality of Oceania. Flourishing trade port known for its liberal, free-spirited atmosphere, home to an ocean breeze in frequent tempest. So we're gonna have to run along down there, so you can like stop here. There's other places you can go. There's even like areas, sort of like little mini cutscenes that work as premonitions and that. And then yeah, she's right in the middle there. She's sort of friend slash rival. She's a parapus. She's like one of the best bounty hunters in the land. She's a badass. I was hoping she'd join our team, but I don't think so. But it's okay. It's alright. I've noticed that the followers on the bottom are not joining your team, but the ones on the top are party members. So yeah. There's a clear separation between the two. It makes sense, because I was like, Maria's the healer? Is she joining as the healer? I was like, nope. She's just a kid. It's just helping her out and learning her story invokes the healer within you. And that's how it works. So, yeah. That's how they do things. Alright, let's skedaddle down there. Let's go. It's all part of the story anyway. Oh, there seems to be a nice little town along the way. Hold on. Inundu. A small village sit in the wetland. Anecdotal evidence suggests it's mostly populated by poor immigrants and more nearby regions. That's mean.
This place here.
Alright, let's go. We have no choice. 'Tis a large city of prosperous commerce, due in no small part to its ocean-side proximity. Let's do it. All the people delayed by the landslide might still be showing up. Keep an eye on the road, okay? Notice? Why, I never. How's it going, DPG? Hello, dude. How you doing? What you up to today? You been playing any games lately? Any Assassin's Creed stuff? Here we go. Full steam ahead. Or some new movies. Any Halloween horror stuff? I think I remember you saying you didn't like horror at all. It scares the bejesus out of you. Off we go.
Their destination, Port Brilhaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania.
Yes.
Unknown to them.
I like this narrator. Multiverses, nice. Yeah, what did I hear was coming to multiverses? It was pretty random. It was totally, obviously, rumor and, you know, who knows what will happen. Let me have a look at this. I tend to write down some of the big rumors I hear, so that's why I use them for my title. So I write them down because I forget. The plant culture chamber, so you can grow seeds if you got them. Oh, so that's how that works. Plant culture, that's cool. So that's what that thing is. So happy Xenoblade Chronicles X. That'll be so great for next March. Coming off the back of a very busy February. I know the new Life is Strange came out recently. I might pick it up. Oh yeah, Lightning McQueen and Mater are supposed to be coming to Fortnite and Rocket League as skins. Let me see, I can't see it now. I had it written multiverses, where was it? That's lost in the sauce now, I think. Moon Knight coming to Marvel Rivals. Jason Voorhees in Black Ops 6. Maybe you've already heard about it, have you? Fan of Odyssey, because at the bottom right screen you have this bounty alert. Yeah, you just kill off the bounty and it's not so bad. Jack, what is it? The Samurai Jack and Powerpuff Girls. Yeah, dude. Very cool. Yeah. Here we go. Oh yeah, Over the Garden Wall, if you know that. And apparently, is it called Super Gumball? I don't know that one. Apparently Super Gumball is coming as well. And then Primordial Lands Primal. Don't know what that is. It's Over the Garden Wall as well. Aquaman and Wicked Witch of the West probably is coming. So yeah, that's a little bit of that. And then Marceline. Who is that? Do you know Marceline Madness or something? So now they're getting into some older Cartoon Network. I don't have a clue. Oh, it's from Adventure Time. Marceline the Vampire Queen. Apparently she's coming to multiverses as well. I don't know Adventure Time at all. It was way after my time. I bounced the feck out. I watched cartoons pretty later, you know, because I had a younger sister. It was definitely well into my mid-teens, but then I did my own thing. Anyway. So there you go. There's a little bit of nod. That's great. Samurai Jack's amazing. If you haven't, pick up that game cheap if you can. It's great. Battle Through Time. Yeah, a lot of the Odyssey games, a lot of Assassin's Creed games did the bounty system. Even the new ones. But they're pretty cool. Just kill off the bounty guy. I know it's hard. Kill him off and they'll leave you alone. Okay, so we have a choice to talk to her for more wisdom. That's the magnifying glass. Or we can talk to him for more courage. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Now, I have said before that doing anything courage-based is a waste of time. And I stand by that. Because you will get it through normal combat and side quests and hunts. What you can also do is cook, and I think because we helped Maria, we can now cook without taking up time, see? Which is very cool. But I have a lot of food. I don't use the food very often, so I'm fine with that. You can just go to sleep as well. I believe someone said if you go to the toilet, you can go to the toilet in the game. If you go for a poo-poo, on days that end with 5 or 10, it's currently the 17th, you'll get a free look based thing. And if you wash your hands, you'll also get some free something, HP or something. Live action Miles Morales comes to live action. I hope so. Yeah, there's a bit of free XP there. Nice. Rewatching Spider-Man Homecoming because how Holland announced that Spider-Man 4 is happening sets for release. Yeah. I wish that wasn't. He doesn't want to do it anymore. I think this movie's going to show that, which is sad. He's been saying, he's been calling for a live action Miles Morales. And if this movie doesn't end with either the retiring or the death or even just him getting lost, like Tom Holland getting lost somewhere in the universe and having Miles take over, I feel like it'd be a waste of time. It's just, even though I think Miles Morales is absolutely amazing, Spider-Man Ultimate is really great. I think we're on it costs time to do that. I think we're so confused and we're a messed up world that spends too much time online that having a Miles Morales as a live action would be seen as another one of these idiots thinking that it's DEI and Sweet Baby Inc. and all that. Even though like Miles has been around before they were little fucking seeds themselves, you know. It's really annoying what's going on right now. What started off as maybe trying to, you know, stop Disney from pandering has now turned into just blatant brain rot racism. Like if they see a person of color or a woman in any medium whatsoever, they now think that it's some kind of agenda. And that's complete bollocks. Like the chances of it actually being an agenda are these days around 10 to 20%. It's as low as that, where they're like, oh, this will actually be part of representation or something, you know. But it's the false representation I have an issue with. Because it's instead of showing off and celebrating these cultures, it's actually pandering and kind of laughing at them, honestly. Hence why they're so tone deaf and written so poorly most of the time. It's horrible. It's like baby's first book on this culture or that culture. You can tell most of them are written by very angry late 40s white women who think they are smarter than everyone else in the room, and it's foolishness. Foolishness! Let me see, I'm trying to see would it be better to plant some seeds here. We have 3 days. Where's Heisme? Is he asleep? Is he sleeping in there? I think so. Let me see if there's anyone above. Anyway, it is what it is. We just want good movies. I want better writing. That's all what I want. I don't give a crap who the actors are, or male, female, sideways. I don't care. I just want good stories. That's all I've ever asked for. In games, in movies, everything. Is it that hard? Look how cool this machine is. It's like a giant ship, dude. You can shoot cannons off it and everything. But it has demon legs carrying us around and a big demon tail. It's pretty wild when you come out here. It's pretty cool too. And that's him driving up there. Very cool. La la la. So can you check your followers while you're here as well? Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to talk to us. That's okay. What does Gallica have to say? Supporters, runner activities. Never mind. Okay. Alright. I guess we'll just plant some seeds, see what happens. Do I have some? I think so. I don't know if Tony got lost. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. It's going to be another... Because I don't know if you know much about Secret Wars. Because it's going to be 2 planets smashing together. So everyone... whatever happens after this, it's going to have to be a big refresh, you know? Because everyone on Earth will be dead. And they get smashed together into Battle World. So we'll see how that goes. This will be... Think of Secret Wars and Doomsday as what Kang Fallen Dynasty should have been, which is just going to be a culmination of multiverse, smash everything together, and then have it all fall out. Like usually how every Secret Wars ends is like everyone is teleported back to a brand new timeline, kind of like how comic books do it, and then multiverse just ceases to exist until the next time they bring it up, you know? Because there's been multiple Secret Wars over the years. Usually one every 10 years or something. But yeah, it should be really cool, but I wouldn't expect too much outside of that. Like you were saying, maybe the Spider-Man will build up to it. Probably. But no more than maybe a post-credit scene or something. I very would doubt that you'd see too much inside the movie. Because it'd be a mess. This is what they don't realize. By causing such a disaster with the multiverse. Heroes Fruit Seed. Let's try that. Yeah, there's such a disaster that when you go back and watch those movies outside of watching Infinity War and Endgame, they don't work too well, you know? It's a bit of a mess. Like, I think a lot of the Captain America movies are great until you get kind of the Civil War. And that's great as well, but like, I'm talking about like repeat watching, you know? I really like that. I'm not a big fan of Chris Evans at all. Like, I followed his career a little bit over the years before he became Captain America, and these kids don't know that, you know? And he was sort of a punching bag, really bad actor, you know? He was in a lot of slapstick comedies, and it was rough. Rough. Nowadays, he's not even doing that great either. He's doing romantic comedies and dumb roles, and it just shows that Marvel movies only made big, huge actors out of about maybe 2 or 3 people. Like, have you seen Brie Larson in anything else since Captain Marvel? Has she been in anything? Anything at all? Anything? I don't think so. Not that I've heard of, anyway. You know, Robert Downey Jr. came out the far side huge, you know, going from Iron Man to Oppenheimer is, you know, he doesn't get bigger than that. But I don't think it's made too many. Chris Hemsworth, like Thor, he hasn't done much. He's starting to do villain work, which is honestly pretty clever of him. Gives him more range, you know. So he's been the villain in about 2 or 3 movies now after Thor. I think he's gone in a dark way himself. He's just pissed at how bad his character was played in Ragnarok and Love and Thunder, you know. Like, Ragnarok was fun, but you don't realize how much that was them turning it into a comedy. Those are comedy movies, they're not action movies, which is unfortunate. Not good comedy movies either. You've already got like people upstaging it, and Hulk is just a disaster. Like, I wish there was a timeline where Edward Norton stayed as Hulk. I don't mind Mark Ruffalo as Hulk, I think he's grand, but because of the fallout with Edward Norton, they didn't know what to write. So Hulk has absolutely zero background or anything, you know. You just wake up one day and it's Edward Norton, and you wake up the next day and it's Mark Ruffalo walking out and he's Hulk, you know. He doesn't even transform into the Hulk until right like halfway through the first Avengers movie, where he stops that massive ship, you know, that alien ship. And he does a good job, but he so desperately needed like Planet Hulk and all that, you know. He desperately needed that, but we did not get it. It's all good. You can eat these bugs. I don't know about that. Should I try and catch one? Lumi bee. Oh, that's cute. When it's my turn to cook, I should use it as an ingredient. That's cool. I love those little things like that. So it's like both of them are connected to imagination. I was hoping I could talk to him, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm excited for where Marvel is going. Same with DC. I don't want these to go away. I just want better stories. That's all. That's all. CGI is whatever. I think it's bad. It is getting worse. There's no doubt about that. But because of how big the budgets are and how quick they're pissing out the movies, then the CGI suffers every time. Good CGI can take upwards of 3 years itself, but if they're rewriting scenes and rewriting scripts all the way up to release, how are you supposed to build CGI around that? Some of those CGI scenes have little less than like 3 months to be made. Like, think about that, 3 months. It would take us a week just to set up fucking Photoshop and start moving stuff around, you know? So it's very, very tough. Like, I do feel bad for the CGI guys, and I do rip into CGI because I think, and they're not being paid properly either, so then there's no passion. There's no passion because it's too fast, because creativity should not be rushed. Then there's no care put into it because they're not being paid properly. So it's just this never-ending disaster over and over. It's so sad. I don't know who's doing the best CGI, but if you go back and look at like Pirates of the Caribbean, how they did Davy Jones, if you go back and look at like King Kong, Peter Jackson from nearly over 20 years ago, incredible CGI. Like anything Andy Serkis has done, like I would argue that the Planet of the Apes movies still look great, but it's just such a mess, and we've come so long that I couldn't even tell you where the story is, who is Caesar, where's Caesar, what timeline we're in. It's kind of disaster. That's unfortunate what happens when you're milking a franchise, you know. It's just the way it is, but it's still great CGI. That's a sign of great CGI, only so-so story, you know. Even the Godzilla Kong stuff, I think, is good CGI. But it usually works, and you'll see that it's not very much of it is live action on top of CGI. That's where I think a lot of it fails, where it looks, you can almost see the green screen or the blue screen sometimes. And then some of the Marvel stuff just looks like Play-Doh, like when in Black Panther, when they're fighting and the camera's spinning around and it's just two Play-Doh cats bashing off each other. It looks so bad, and it'll never hold up. And it never held up from the moment I saw it, so it's a disaster. And how does stuff from the 90s, and as I said, King Kong and things like that, and Lord of the Rings and all those movies still hold up to this day? because there was care, love, and want put into them. That's bloody why. Big difference. Anyway, it is what it is. We'll never figure this stuff out ourselves. Who knows? The only story we'll never learn is the one they choose to tell us from PR. The real stories from like the animators themselves or the writers. Sucks. Doom recruits Loki. Oh, I don't know. Probably. Kind of done with the whole Loki stuff now. Jesus. Hercules. Jesus. Start bringing in the gods. I don't know. Right now they just want to move away from all the god stuff, like Eternals doesn't barely even exist, does it? Jesus. Pete Parker's like the next Tony Stark. Yeah. God help us if that's true. God help us. Nice. Of Doom, yeah. Possibility. Speaking of Jurassic, I finished watching Jurassic World Chaos Theory. Just don't know how I feel about the upcoming Jurassic World Rebirth. Is that another movie coming up? Yeah. You notice a lot of movies, they bring back the old actors to try and drum up a little bit of hype, you know. Like they brought back Jeff Goldblum, and then in the next movie it was like Sam Neill and the rest of them, and it just wasn't enough. And then the Terminator series did that, constantly trying to bring back Arnie, and they brought back Linda Hamilton and that. So no, if the story is shite, if the writing is shite, it doesn't matter. You could literally bring down Jesus Christ himself, and it wouldn't matter. Just get better writers. Get better writers. It's as simple as that. Most of the good ones are gone. That's all I want. Stop writing fucking cameos. Start writing some stories while they're there. That'd be cool. DC needs better casting, writing. Yeah, for sure. But it's so hard with the casting, you know. But I would argue that Marvel has the same issue. They waste good actors. Like casting Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio. That's it, he's gone now, forever. That's shite, that's a waste. He's a good actor. He could have played anybody else, anyone else at all. Like, who were they going to pick for Mr. Fantastic, you know? Then they did that where we had John Krasinski playing him for a small cameo. Another waste. That was a waste of time. Just to have him murdered. So they're doing that a lot. I hate that. Like, I know a lot of the actors used to be so excited to be joining the MCU for like a 5+ movie deal, you know. It's like, wow. Now they don't want that. They want cameos and get the hell out because they see that Marvel is slowly sinking. But I don't think they are sinking. I think they'll just have some bad years and some good years. It's just the way it is. Bum, bum, bum. I don't know. It's a tough one, right? And Jake Gyllenhaal is not huge or anything, but he could have done a better role. I don't think he played a bad Mysterio. I think he did a good job, but this kind of one and done villains, kind of like Iron Man 3, Mandarins, you know, that Ben Kingsley is a wonderful actor. But it's just so wasteful. One and done roles just ain't it. And I don't want them to be like the other thing as well, like they have Samuel Jackson as Nick Fury, but what has he actually done in the last even 5 years, you know? He became a piss take with the whole cat getting scratching his eye out and that. He could do with his own show. Samuel Jackson, I know he's getting well paid, but at least he butters his arse to come back and he puts some love into it. He's not phoning it in, you know. We'll have to see. So that one's finished. Oh, we got a new one. It's called Bygone Days. So that one seems to be tolerance, and we do need tolerance. I think once you read these, you might not get anything else from it. Let's do that. Let's do some tolerance. Hence may left it here. I think that means it's okay to read. We gain more. Yeah, tolerance is hard to get. Let's do it. So if you pick the right choices, you'll get lots of good things. Da-ta-ta. Through sparse object of the world, his son took his first steps. The first words his son spoke. At time his son nearly ripped his ear off, climbing all over. Oh, Kingdom was okay. Good. Until Dawn's getting live action. Yeah, no Jurassic Park movie or Jurassic World. Nice. Well, all those movies come out, right, and they have like fake versions and rip-offs. So there's like, if you go out there and look, you'll see there's Jurassic World, there's Jurassic Galaxy, there's Jurassic Train, Jurassic Planet, Jurassic everything. It's wild. Alright, there's 4 to our tolerance, just like that. Perfect. That's as high as you can get. Sometimes you'll hang out with people and you get +2. So that can sort of feel like a waste of time. When you're getting +4, you gotta use your time. There's something on the old girl's radar, so we'll be taking a short stop. Nice. Hopefully Secret Wars will be the final movie of MCU. You think so? Should they stop with the cinematic universe? Interesting. That's not a bad idea, you know, maybe standalone movies. I'm kind of with you on that one, dude, you know. I think it's, but now we have the DCU. I wouldn't care too much about the DCU. Not like, oh, don't get excited. Definitely get excited, but don't put so much pressure on James Gunn. That's what I hate. This is what's wrong with the whole MCU. It's just far too much pressure. Kevin Feige is just like a wreck at this point. I don't think he's been able to handle any of it properly since Endgame. They had such a 10-year lineup, but couldn't even get out the starting block, you know. Yeah, see, after Secret Wars, in reality, it should be a complete reset away from everything. Now, I don't mean like origin stories of everyone again. I just mean new timeline. Because with the Secret Wars, you're going to be doing its own thing, and it'll be dealing with a cosmic being. Usually, it's the Beyonder, which is this huge, big, Marvel-wide. He's like unbelievable. Like, he can just reset reality like that, you know. So he won't be there to be fought till the end. He's more usually the guy, the puppet master pulling the strings. The big bad of Secret Wars, more than likely, is going to be Doctor Doom, but he may inherit all the power from Beyonder, and there's different versions. Like, there was King Doom, he was very powerful. There's a different version of Doctor Doom, but the ultimate Doctor Doom was God Emperor Doom, and he was stronger than anything. He could destroy Thanos with fucking a flick of his finger. He can destroy Galactus, even though he's not as big as him. It was just pure power, you know. He was the power of the cosmos. So we'll see if they go that far with it. But either way, I do think, yeah, it'll be Beyonder behind everything, but I'd say they'll make it seem like it's Doctor Doom. And this Doctor Doom will be a different Tony. It probably will be Tony Stark, but it'll be one universe where he lost his family. He lost, what's her name, Penelope or Penny or whatever her name is. So he goes really fucking dark, you know. Instead of building the Iron Man suit, he builds this Doctor Doom suit and that, you know. So that could be where they're going with that. They could go any which way. What you should do is go read up Secret Wars, dude. They're either going to do the 2008 one, which I think is more than likely, but there's ones going back to 1984, which are very cool as well. But I think they'll probably go something a bit more modern. Who knows? Who knows? It could be cool. But yeah, it's two planets, two different Earths smashing together to create one big planet called Battle Earth. And you'll have good guys fighting against good guys, bad guys fighting against bad guys, and good guys fighting against bad guys. It's going to be really cool. Each of the big people, the big notable people, basically get a group together. You know, Spider-Man will have his own group. Wolverine, maybe with X-Men, will be doing its own thing. Hulk might have, you never know, you know, just the way it is. So that's what they tend to do. It's really cool. We might have like our first official live-action grouping of Avengers, or it'll probably be new Avengers, X-Men, and the Fantastic Four. That could be really, really cool. But who knows? They could fuck it up. Who knows? Because I think what's the next big Marvel project? Is it Ironheart, which will be the new kind of Iron Man, Iron Girl? See how that goes. And that's scheduled for like June or something of next year. We'll see. So that'll be. I was saying they were kind of moving into the new Avengers. They might do it, or Young Avengers. I'd be down with the Young Avengers. That'd be cool too. So they were kind of building up for that, which would be like Ironheart. She's much younger. Then you'd have like Kate Bishop, Hawkeye's daughter, right? Or maybe she was his sidekick. I can't remember. Just things like that, you know. It could be cool. Who knows? And then you'd have like Florence Pugh with the. Oh yeah, no, it's not the next one. It's Thunderheads or whatever they're called. Thunderpants. I think they might secretly be the new Avengers. Because if you look at it, what's it called? Thunderbolts, that's it. If you look at the Thunderbolts name, it has a little star at the end, an asterisk, which usually means, you know, more information. So I think it might be, they'll wait till the very end and you'll have this like splash screen with the logo and it'll be Thunderbolts, the new Avengers or something like that. Who knows? They're definitely rushing things because of the Kang Dynasty fall through. So that could end up being a disaster, because we saw how the DC universe rushed things and we were getting the Justice League before we were getting a proper fucking Batman movie for Ben Affleck and stuff. So this is a fucking disaster. It's a disaster.
Okay?
Worst thing they can do is rush things, but if they take too long, people are burning out. I don't know. We'll see. Dee-dee-dee. Yeah, I mean, the Jurassic Park stuff, I mean, the classic will always be the original. I love Lost World. People shit on it. Like, it's still part of a book that he made, you know. He had nothing really got to do with Jurassic Park 3, though. I think Jurassic Park 3 is pretty disaster. There's some fun bits, but it runs at such a breakneck speed that it never gives itself time to care. And then, like, William H. Macy is a great actor, but putting him against Tia Leone, who I think is a horrible, annoying kind of Karen type actress, and she spends most of the movie whinging and moaning because she's a shit parent. I love watching movies like that where it's like, oh, they're a shit parent, look at them crying over being a shit parent. Just do better, be a better person, be a better parent. Being a fucking victim after the fact is not worth a shit to anybody. See, there's that free wisdom I was talking about. Nice. So that's why you don't need to improve wisdom too much either. Yeah, so we'll see where it goes. And then, yeah, I honestly, I talk enough trash about the newer Jurassic World movies, but I need to rewatch them. There's just so much wrong with them and so much... I hate the genetically modified dinosaur crap. I know the old ones are kind of genetically made as well, but they were still dinosaurs. And then I do not like... whatever the fuck her name is, Bryce Dallas Howard. Don't like her as a character. It's not even just the running in heels thing that pissed me off. Just everything about her. She's not... I loved her in The Village, and she was very quiet, no one to talk to kind of character. And then it wasn't until she got her 2 feet, and she's a yapper. She's a yappy actress, outside of movies and inside of movies. And it's not fun. If you've ever watched her in that Black Mirror episode, that's who she is. That's who she is as a person. Unfortunately, she has that thing where she's like, oh, it's a redhead, so let's put her in the movie, and she's so eye-catching. Like, who gives a shit, you know? You could literally interchange her with any other redhead and you wouldn't matter. Scarlett Johansson with red hair. Christina Hendricks, you know? The list goes on, doesn't matter. Hair colour does not make the actress. Just makes us look at her a little bit. But yeah, she annoys the piss out of me. So yeah, that's annoying. So she's kind of, for me, not the best as a female... I thought he was bugged out as the female lead, you know. The park idea, I actually like that, you know. It ended up being more for toys and stuff, so the balls they would run around in and stuff. I actually thought that was really cool because that's where Jurassic Park was going. So to make it almost a realized Disneyland Jurassic Park was really cool, and having that destroyed is awesome. People didn't like Lost World because they brought the dinosaurs to humanity, and that's a little bollocks. Like, why is that such a big thing, you know? Staying on the island and having them fight is good. It kind of works in a slasher sense where everybody's picked off one by one. But Lost World does that. They only bring the T-Rex to San Diego in the last like 20 minutes. And I think it's really cool because you get that Godzilla moment. Especially when he's roaring in the background of San Diego and he eats the dog and the kid wakes up and sees that his dog is eaten and just has the kennel swinging from his mouth. I thought that was great. I don't know why people hate on it. And that was a red-haired chick as well as the lead. But it was a great actress, you know. Julianne Moore, wonderful actress. That girl like demands the screen everything she's in. She's so good. Go watch fucking Children of Men. She's barely in that movie, but the impact she has is unfucking believable. She's a great actress. It ain't about hating on redheads or anything. I'm just saying they almost picked them. Anyway, I don't even think Bryce Dallas Howard is a redhead. It's like fucking fake. Same with Scarjo. But yeah. It's about the quality of the actress and quality of the actor, you know. Like, Chris Pratt is kind of milquetoast. He's kind of there, you know. Same with all the Chris's. That's why I call them the Chris's. Like, Chris Pratt, Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, and all the other Chris's. They're all the fucking same. They're interchangeable actors and interchangeable people. Even Chris Pine. It's like, here's random white actor dude. Bit muscly. And there you go. That's all they do. They could literally be interchangeable. It's like a character creator for an RPG. And they don't bring anything different to the screen at all. Chris Pratt, unfortunately, he was so desperate to be a big Hollywood actor during his like Parks and Rec days that he, God bless him, he grabbed it with both tits. You know, he grabbed the whole bull by the horns, and has put out like anywhere close to like 20 movies in less than 5 years or something ridiculous like that. You know, just astronomically ridiculous. And yeah, people got sick of him. People got sick of Jennifer Lawrence as well. That's their own fault. What they should have done is contacted their goddamn agent or contacted their manager and asked them to space out the movies. But you know, that's just the way it is. It's not really their choice, you know. Movie producers will strike while the iron's hot, and they will release 2 movies with the same actor in it on top of each other because they don't give a fuck. They don't understand how the world works. They just have to just push on. Yeah, it's so stupid. Hollywood's such a disaster. They're instead of being this candle that burns forever, they want to be a firework that goes off and makes billions, and then no one gives a shit 5 minutes later. And that's exactly what's going on. Alright, let's go talk to Hemsworth. Anyway, sorry to get ranty about that stuff. We like our rants here, don't we? Another Apes movie 2027? Jesus. But yeah, no, they'll figure stuff out. The quicker we get off any of the cinematic universes, the better. It can be a universe without being so heavily reliant on each other. We used to get standalone movies. And I'm hoping with James Gunn he's not afraid to get weird. I think that's what he can add that Marvel can't. The closest Marvel ever gets to weird and cool ideas is the What If animated series. Where you can like have fucking Iron Man zombies and stuff like that. Just random stuff, you know. I like that type of stuff. I like the weirder side of it. I'm that kind of goofy guy, but I wish Universal's Dark Universe actually took off, you know. It just sucks that The Mummy was so bad. I wouldn't have started with The Mummy. Because now the Dark Universe is in the Universe Studios now, and you can see what they're going to do with Wolfman, Swamp Thing, and we never got any of that, and it could have been really cool. Like, I'm even that weird guy who loved The Extraordinary League of Gentlemen, which was a Sean Connery-led movie back in the mid-early 2000s. It was rough, but it was kind of cool. You had, like, Invisible Man, you had fucking Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It was actually kind of cool. I go back and watch that, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is definitely not aged well, but still a fun watch. What I like about it is most of the guys they're using as a team to try and take down the bad guys end up themselves being bad because you're trying to control these monsters. Kind of what Suicide Squad tried to do. But they were so fixated on comedy in those movies. If you watch the first Suicide Squad movie and the second one, it's so whiplash. It's so different and so... I can't believe it's even from the same person. They're both kind of messy though. They're just bringing random people in there and killing off random people, and it's a bit messy. Second one definitely way better, and yeah, the person that kind of stuck with them was Margot Robbie's. She ended up being enough to bring people in. But I think where things are going now, I think she's done with Harley Quinn. I'm kind of glad for it. It's grand. Like, she really did get like 4 movies or 5 movies or 4 roles out of it really fast, you know. I had enough of the pudding stuff. I didn't even watch fully Birds of Prey. Is very, very tough. That is like this overly sweet, nasty meat that you know you shouldn't be eating kind of thing.
I see.
Ugh. Superman 2025. Yeah. The second reboot in 18 years. That's not that bad at all. Already? I wouldn't say already. We were getting Spider-Man reboots every like 6 years or something. That's not bad at all, dude. But has it been 18 years? What was the last reboot? Was it Brandon Routh in Superman Returns? Honestly, like, Man of Steel was a reboot as well though. Because whether he specifically said, Zack Snyder said he didn't want to show the origins of Superman, and then fucking did it anyway. He fucking did the whole thing. So James Gunn is sick to the teeth of that. I think we all are. If I have to see Krypton and fucking Russell Crowe one more time. Russell Crowe's already been a little bitch about Gladiator 2. It cracks me up. Oh, they'll probably have him in there somewhere. Gobshite. People are saying the main character who's been played by Paul Mescal is only in the movie for like 20 minutes, but that mightn't be that big a deal. Alright, so it's taken 3 days to get here. This is the only time I think where the game kind of really does go to a standstill. I get that we're heading over there, but sometimes like going from being able to fast travel to doing this is a bit of an odd one. And it says new strategy room. Let's see, is there anyone we can talk to? We could just read more books. Can we even change clothes? How does that work? Engine. But yeah, movies be crazy. You gonna watch any horror movies at all? Yeah, look at this. Can we actually change our clothes? Oh no, it's just washing machine. Washing clothes when it can cleanse the mind. Oh, helps with max MP. Okay, I didn't know that. That would be good. We should mess around with that. I don't know if I just want to spend a whole day just for that though. It's not that big a deal. Same with sweeping on the ground helps your max HP. I don't think we run into that much trouble. I'd rather do the imagination and all that, so it cuts down on me having to do it later, you know. How's it going, Dynamite? Hello, sir. How you doing, man? We got DPG talking in about some Marvel stuff. Another day, another one for the OGs. Godzilla -1's getting... Yeah, you were saying that, hell yeah. I think you have a habit of coming in and saying the same shit over and over again. That's why people give you shit about it. I don't know why you do that. You forget you talked about it the day before or something? Or do you go around that many streams? Jesus! I'm all for new conversation. Hell yes! Alright, let's do it. You could help a little bit with courage. Did we build up our courage? Yeah, maybe a little bit. That'll do. That'll do. Now with extra 13 minutes of footage never before seen getting released back in theaters. Nice. I like when they do that for anniversaries of old movies. They have a habit of doing it for ones that are just out because they want to build up that, you know. That's what they did with Avatar, just so they could become the highest grossing movie. It wasn't so people could go watch it. Honestly, that movie most people already had because it was one of the 3D crazes, you know. It was just sat there. Most of them don't even have the 3D TVs anymore because they're all burnt out. So you get this fucking 3D Blu-ray and you can't even watch it on anything. Stupid! Most of them came with like normal Blu-rays anyway. But yeah, Jesus. The sharpness, the lightness of the blade, the sturdiest of the hilt. I kind of like the lightness of the blade. It's important, but key is keeping the point thin and sharp. My father always said that. Always think about when doing sword maintenance. Maintenance! That might get us to... No, I need a good bit more. Oh well. Nice, I shouldn't have bothered with the courage. It's all good. And I wanted to get Brigitte up a little bit higher. I lost around the sword, learning those lessons back when I fight alongside you today. Going good, played and completed Planet of Lana. Nice! You've been doing that a lot lately. Good man. Hell yes. You've been playing games and finishing them in one massive stream. Good on you. Is it because you got the Game Pass? You're like, jeez, I better get the month over and play as quick as I can. You're dead right. There's like over freaking... Oh, I got 500 games, 150, something like that. Enemies on the loose. Oh, it's her. We knew we were going to bump into her. You're not becoming king on my watch. Got a short fuse. Alright, she's fought us like 3 or 4 times. Alright. Now she's done it. Let's go.
Come on, then.
She's fun. This is just more like a rival thing. I don't think she even plans on killing us. Not that she could, right? Not that she could. Man of Steel also trash. Oh, I liked Man of Steel. I just hate the beginning of it. I really liked Man of Steel. All I do, right, is I just press the skip chapter button, and then I don't have to listen to Russell Crowe or the dumb space dragonfly nonsense at the start of that movie. I get it trying to do something different with Krypton, but yeah, that was not the way you were supposed to go with it. That's just Zack Snyder absolutely destroying his budget with CGI, like he always does. And so, oh, she wants to become queen. That's cool. No one ever thinks about that. They're always like, for the kingdom. Okay, let's see, can we get a little poison? Alright, it's been a while since we fought. Rising Slash. Get her. Nice. Let's see, can we get one of her weaknesses? Oh, it's nothing. I don't know about ready to lose. You're already like a third of the health gone. Oh, and she missed. That's her whole goal gone. Nice.
Now accept your fate.
Honestly. Let's try Blizzard. She has to have some kind of weakness. Oh, no. She does not like that. Now what you got? I don't think she has it. It's okay. What's next? What are you going to play next, dude? What did you think of Planet of Lana? Talk to me. That one was really nice. Holy shit, look at that. 69. Is that all? That's exactly what I'm saying. I love those kind of games. Like, Limbo really has inspired so much, like all the Little Nightmares game as well. Limbo has done a lot. People have not played that one. They don't put enough love on its, enough respect on its name, you know. Limbo, then Inside, you know. Look at his sword, it's so sick. Oh, we're close. I could have focused on killing there, but I didn't want her to get this one off, you know. Oh, she got a crit. If they get a critical like that, she gets another go, see? See, she's probably going to kill her. Yeah, she did. That's so messed up. She basically got 10 moves there. Yeah. Normally I don't care about rezzing, but I kind of have to. There you go. Because she won't get any experience if she's dead. Nice. Look at all that armor. That's typical level 99 women's armor. Just boob and metal thong. That's about it. How does it work? Nice. Soothing sweet bun. That sounds dirty. Yeah, see, if I know she ranked up to the master. Lovely. Archetype experience bonus. When you battle while channeling a mastered archetype, you receive additional experience, which will be converted into an experience item later. It's not a bad idea. So if you really, say you want a boss or you really wanted to play as that archetype, you could still use that experience item to put it into another one. It's not that bad an idea. Alright, cool. Woo! See the popularity going up there. Nice. Honestly. I'm good? Yeah. A little bit, mostly by the point I think of ending, I realized I got only a little bit left, so I might as well push on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I finished A Quiet Place last night. It was horrible. The road ahead. So the first stream I did, it was like first 2 hours or whatever. And I enjoyed it. I genuinely did. I thought it was a cool idea. You know, a little bit slow because they made you walk slow and all that. But then when I started playing it last night, I realized that that's all the game had to offer. The only thing they added was a bag of sand where you could pour sand as you walk to quiet your footsteps. That was it. It was complete bollocks. And then by the end, I couldn't even open a door or a drawer. He would just insta grab me. It was so stupid. It looked ridiculous. That was the problem. It just looked ridiculous. Like imagine opening a drawer as if you were to see what you wanted out of your fridge, but you were attacked by a monster because you opened the drawer. It was ridiculous. So yeah, that thing is a waste of time. Luckily, it's only 30 bucks. If you really like the movie, go for it. But there's no connection to any of it. It's a complete waste of time. Just horrible ending, horrible crap. Not as bad as Walking Dead Destinies, but at least I could get some fun out of that. When a game takes itself too seriously and then fucks up or is a bad game, it's just not fun. It's not fun. But if a game is really bad, but kind of knows that it's bad anyway, or at least knows that this is the best we could do, I'm sorry, at least you can have some fun with it. You can take the piss, you can have little jokey things, you can fall through the floor, whatever. You know, I can have fun with those, but not when it takes itself seriously and thinks it's better than it is, and that's exactly... Like, clearly, the level designers and the character modelers and that, I was a very smart person, but the gameplay designer was an idiot, you know, I don't have a clue. Just ran out of ideas. Imagine a game run out of Steam the first hour. That's not worth the price of admission. So yeah, I can't recommend that game. It was bad. Bad. Didn't even do anything different with the monsters or anything. Stupid. It was even like a mechanic that's on the front of the box that you don't get to do until the last room, which is interference from the TVs, and you throw objects at the TVs and it scares the monster. The last fucking room. So yeah, screw all that. Screw that game. It might be definitely one of the worst of the year with Walking Dead Destinies. Just lucky now, it's strength to push through and survive. See, I like her. We can be rivals, but why don't you join our team? Nice. You should know better than most. Those who act ought to take action. They don't. Nothing in this bloody world's going to change. I'll stay rotten as it is. She's so right. See, all it takes for evil to prevail is good men to do nothing. That's one of the best quotes out there. They couldn't have the Parapus start doing well for themselves. So she's fighting for her people. The Parapus, which are the cat-like people, and they're all treated like crap. Let's change things. Not everyone's like that. Let's save them too. Check up the shoddy ground they're standing on. Twisted world just as it is. Let's change things.
Sure.
Nice. It's exactly what I plan on doing, Will. She wants to be. Anyone take the throne, now's the time to do it, which means I can't just hand it to you either. Gotta fight first. It's okay. I like her.
Thanks.
Much obliged. Maybe enemies, but I like having these little talks. Not as powerful as I need to be, but still, I reached out to the recruitment center. We should be seeing bigger awards. No, she's very powerful. In fairness, it's 4 of us, or 3 of us sometimes, against you, and you're still not only able to hold your own, but really beat us down, so you're very strong. Don't be hard on yourself. I feel Katarina's indignation towards the world's absurdities as well as her deep faith in me. Nice. What's next? Black Ops 7? Yeah, probably. I know you're kind of joking, but I think they should just remove the number. You are right. Like, this Halo learned that fast. Get rid of that.
A new power.
What's going to happen is we're going to have a Modern Warfare 4 and have a sort of possibly like have something like Mason and Price get together. We got little Marvel team up. Alright, so we got a new brawler archetype, the Pugilist. Very cool. And bounty bonus. Fattens the purse of bounty rewards at each city's recruitment. Cool. So see, everyone's level 3. You can see how far behind I had Hunkerberg. Cool. So you should be starting to get each of your classes to their level 2 perspective. If you can. Nice. I like the brawler. It uses health to attack though, which is wild. So how do you not die? Next time I see you, I'm taking you down for sure. Okay. This is such a cool game. Do you guys play RPGs at all in any fashion? Even like little... Would you play that 13... What's it called? Exposition 33 or something? Oh yeah, Clear Obscure Expedition 33, that one. It's still turn-based, but looks kind of wicked cool. But mostly, yeah. What did you think of the game? Really good, beautiful artwork, soundtrack. Had a lovely, frustrating moments, but that was more pure to me than the... Yeah, there was a few little... what you call it, a little stealth moments and like that. Those games, you don't have much agency, you know, you're not in combat or anything, so there's not much control really. It's just movement left to right and platforming, but they've still moved that forward. Like that kind of series used to be, or that genre used to be very stale, you know. Back in my day we had those games, still that's kind of all we had. You still had some guns and that, but or like even twin stick shooters on a side scroller. So it's nice to see that. But yeah, they're all kind of from Limbo. If you ever played Limbo on the Xbox 360, it was kind of the boy with the white eyes and everything was like silhouettes, black and white. I was from that team, Play Dead. They kind of revolutionized what a platformer and a kind of a story-driven game could be in that sense, you know. And then they went on to do Inside. They tend to put out a game every 6 or 7 years. They're a small like Swedish team, but it just takes too long, you know. We're due another one. Like Inside was from like 2016, 2017, so we're due another one. We'll see. But in the meantime, we've had massive games rise up, especially the Little Nightmares series. They're even working on Little Nightmares 3 as a separate team, and then the main team themselves, Tarsier, are working on one called Reanimal, which is kind of creepy. Had this like giant pig with its guts hanging out, talking in a human language. Weird. So we'll see how that goes. That's good. You can see a lot. This is exactly what happened with Don't Nod. Like Don't Nod and Life is Strange. They split up all their teams, and the Deck 9 now doing the Life is Strange stuff, and then they're working on things like Banishers, which is amazing. Banishers is one of my hidden gems of this year. Banishers Ghost of New Eden. I enjoyed it more than God of War Ragnarok, and that is saying something. I think I still prefer God of War 2018 more. God of War 2018, like, the old games are still better and bombastic, but 2018 story and everything just come together. It's a masterpiece. Alright. On to the next day. We must be close to this town. What's funny is then you can auto travel, but it's kind of like the movie Jumper. This boy Will, he needs to know, he has to have been there, and then you can just fast travel between the towns. So the initial travel is this kind of downtime where we get a little bit of story and a little bit of time on the Land Runner here. It's nice. This game is kind of a Hunger Games, but for the kingdom rather than anything else. All right. Wait, let's double check the map quickly though. Hold on. There. Just make sure there's no one to chat to. So they'll help you with imagination. Anyone else? Also imagination. Okay. Yeah, also imagination. Alright, so they really want you to use imagination. Instead, let's do this one for tolerance, so we can really help out tolerance. It's all about Heisme's account with his son. I do want to learn more. This is cool. It's kind of, I feel like I'm reading his diary. It's kind of sad. Read the book. Should be the next day we'll arrive there. I haven't beaten Ragnarok yet. How do you feel about it? Well, yeah, see, I can't, I shouldn't say too much. See how you feel about the end, and let me know what you think. The entry describes Heisme and his son running through fields together on a beautiful sunny day. Aww. Need a lot of nice memories. The poor little guy is the mouse bat guy. At one point, Heisme lost sight of his son to find he'd climbed a tall tree. He's mortified until the boy nimbly jumps down as if the father would have. He learned from him. But sadly, his son passed away. apparent through the eyes of struggles, but even more than that, it brought him joy. A warmth arises inside of me. I feel like my tolerance has improved. Nice. But that tolerance will end up hitting rank 3 before courage. Still more left to read in the book. Okay, cool. Imagination! Right, yeah. Right. What was that? The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus or something? Way behind. No, there's no behind. You get to the game when you get to the game. You're trying to play them on PC anyway, so it's cool. Yeah, so I wonder what the next game will be, dude. Anything else? You probably have a nice Game Pass list of games. I love that you can group things. There's so many different things you can do on Xbox. It's cool. You can have groups, like folders. You can pin games. You can have all these home screen areas as well. It's really cool. It really shits all over PlayStation's UI, but PlayStation's UI is so tidy and non-busy that it sort of works better in some cases. Like getting to the store and finding things on Xbox can be a bit cumbersome. While PlayStation, there's a couple of screens, but it tends to be baked into the main UI. It's clever. They both have wish lists, so it's not a big deal. Hey Barney, how you doing today? What have you been playing? Yeah, Hulkenberg, hello.
Why, the Hulkenbergs are one of that nation's most prominent aristocratic houses.
Yes.
If not foremost among them.
PC and Spider-Man 2. I'm like at 50% in the game, so middle of second act. Nice. A fiddle-footed Wednesday. What does that mean? Fiddle-footed.
Seems we'll make it to the exhibition just in time.
Some old saying.
Master at the helm, you were bound to, eh?
I really hope Joanna shows up.
We resolved to trust her.
Dee
And wait.
dee.
Right. Everyone
Right here.
ready? Welcome, ladies and gents, to the
Yes, coastal town. This will be a nice shake-up of scenery.
Haven.
I think Black Ops 6 has been selling like crazy. It should be. I think it's a great campaign so far. Zombies is great. Like, what do you think of zombies? 2 maps is just about enough, you know. You need a little bit more. And the multiplayer seems to be fine. Still a lot of hackers and stuff. And Warzone is Warzone. It's good. It felt like a good new COD in years. Not just because of Black Ops. I think a lot of us were already feeling kind of a bit so-so in Black Ops 5. They do need to drop the numbers though. I'd love to see them go back to the oh, more anime, let's go. Cutscenes in this are ridiculously good. Jesus. What are these big water balls?
Look, there's water all the way to the horizon.
Cool. These guys are masters at this. Only ones that do better is like Studio Ghibli. Hemsmay is like a mouse bat, but he's the voice of Liam Neeson. It's fucking great. He's badass. Damn, that's a lot of soldiers. It seems like a happy-go-lucky place. Wow. Finally, everything's been so oppressive.
Kind of like the capital, but totally different.
Yes,
Yeah, how does that work?
the city of water. Brian
Damn, it looks like the tail of whales, doesn't it? You know when the whale breaches its tail, but they're made out of stone. These are the runners. Look how different they are. They're so cool. That's not our one. That's Luis's, I think. Zorba. Yeah, look at them. Anything in purple, that deep purple, they're bad cultists. Now we got some religious dudes. We kicked this guy's ass already.
How do you think it'll stack up against your competitors?
Yeah.
With the warrior monks at my side, there is nothing we
Got a little
cannot
bit of
accomplish.
celebrity to them.
But I won't presume to know the
Flibber the gibbet, what a neat word means a frivolous person. Never heard of that. Raining here tomorrow for Halloween. Oh, is anybody doing that nice for Halloween? Going to the movies, going to a Halloween party, dressing up, carving pumpkins, anything? Anything at all? Anybody? Think Ghost would discover new planets? Think our Ghost. I don't know, what, like a space traveling ghost? I don't know if you can do that, can you? As a ghost? I don't know if you can travel the world. Sometimes if you're a ghost, if they're to be believed, it's like a haunting of a person or haunting of a place. Don't know how far you can travel away from that. They don't. A lot of ghosts don't seem to have that type of sentience, though, do they? They're not aware of themselves or their surroundings. They're only aware of their haunting, and they're usually trapped by their own trauma and what little memories they have. Oh, Guess it depends on the ghost, huh?
Blasted clergymen have some mechanism for it too. The Sanctus Church
Yes.
runners to begin with. If you can call that flying, of course. All just piffling about with levitation.
Yeah, it does seem like he's flying, so it's only levitation magic. I want to fly. He hates it now, but watch, we'll end up using it later. The wings are crazy. We're going to do some Dead Rising 3 after this. I wanted to play some yesterday, but I was in that game and not in a good way. I wanted to finish it and get it out of my... It was like a bad taste in your mouth, you know? So we ended up pushing through that. It was like a 4-hour stream, which wasn't that bad, but I didn't even go that late, but I was just so pissed. And then I was hungry, so I foolishly thought a large lunch would keep me going. I was hungry, hangry, pissed at the game. It took the fun out of me. Just you know those bad games and they just drain you. So I was like, no, I can't. Like even if I leave the room and take a breath of fresh air and relax and then go back, it's just not the same. You can feel it inside you. Sometimes that's just builds, you know. But yeah, I'm excited. I've been wanting to kind of mess around with some Dead Rising 3 for a long time because I didn't know. I thought it was on PlayStation. They've done like multiple Dead Rising trilogies and that, you know. Like there was even, what was it, like Frank's Big Package or something. I thought they brought it over to PlayStation, but they never did. It's still on Xbox and there, and it's really good. Like people shit on 3 because it was an exclusive, but a lot of the Dead Rising games were exclusive because Xbox and Capcom got to bed that time, you know. Don't tell that at PlayStation fans, because they have a memory of about 5 minutes. And even me as a PlayStation fan, I'm not toxic like those idiots. I don't rewrite history. Like they're trying to talk down the Concord disaster. I'm like, dude, it's okay. You know, Halo's been in disarray for a while, so we know what it's like. But if you don't hold the company accountable for that shit, then what are you doing? Sony, it comes back to Sony's fault. So yeah, we killed Zorba, and this is the guy who take over from Glodell. More of these, they're all obsessed with Luis. I think so, and they're all kind of necromancers, so that's why they're evil. Evil. Look at that cool cat thing he has. Phil Lesh, the bassist co-founder of Grateful Dead, was passed away. Oh, family was around him, was peaceful. Oh, 84. That seems to be about the average of the modern man, right? 84. If you're lasting past that, must be Elder Blood or something. They're still singing and touring, yeah. Is it like a different members? Confounded. Effective mode Black Ops 6 will be cool. Yes, I'm down for it. And we should be getting Nuketown zombies and Nuketown coming back. I'm hearing that the original crew from the first Black Ops will be coming back as well. May even get some of the celebrities back as well. Remember they used to have celebrities for the zombies. And Jason Voorhees is supposed to be a skin too. I'll probably be for everything though. You know how it is. These all these killers are becoming like little. I don't know. They're everywhere. Ghostface is everywhere. They're all everywhere. Michael Myers did the rounds. Jason. Freddy. The only one I don't see is Freddy Krueger. I don't know what's going on there. Somebody holding onto that license with the grip of 1,000 suns. Don't see him popping up anywhere, which is wild. Even Chucky's like, feck it, let's go for it. It didn't make sense. Even Billy the Puppet as a big elongated tall pants man. Doesn't make any sense, but he's there.
I can't wait.
It's hard to turn down that Fortnite money. If you've been handed a blank check with many zeros on a failing license that hasn't put out a decent movie in like 10-15 years, you ain't gonna say no now, are you? I wouldn't.
Let's find ourselves some lodging.
How cool would like Freddy Krueger be in these things? He'd be zipping around, teleporting and stuff. Zippity-doo-dah. Did it do Dead by Daylight? Didn't it? Life Strange Double Exposure is 9 hours. That's pretty good. Is it episodic still? I'll get to that. I will. I might have to play the first one again. We'll see. Dragon Age The Veilguard, at least 50 hours. Yeah, I'm excited for that one too. That one is coming out tomorrow. The Dragon Age 4, but I am I'm going to continue playing this because I'm having fun with it. So we'll get to Dragon Age when I finish this, basically. Nice, finally got to a new town. I think we're a little over halfway into this, as far as I can tell. The Town Crier, remember this guy? So he follows us around a good bit. So he kind of bigs up people. He's almost like, remember that guy in Hunger Games? He was like the TV presenter guy and he'd bring them on to interviews. That's basically what this guy is. Town crier. Zero candidate interviews. Oh my god, he literally said it as I said it. I know it's me saying this. Careful out there. The crown theocracies will be whatever it takes to win. Okay. The reckless with their runners too usually did stop and camp during nights, but not them. They just keep running. No way, they don't rest at all? Yep, an easy trick when you've got God's grace. Yeah, but it seems like they're more the demons than anything. You can tell they've got something up your sleeve. Looking forward to seeing it unfold, my young elden friend. So this guy is trying to be like impartial. But you can tell he's got some favourites. Look at this place, cool. I love how they do the skybox. It literally is like art come to life. You guys gonna pick up on like that? We're seeing a lot of previews for Indiana Jones. They're calling it like next Dishonored, the next Thief. They're calling it all sorts of stuff, which is wild. Wild. That's wild to compare it to those, but there you go. So they've only got to play like the first 2 hours. They said they've used the gun a couple of times, but it's going to have an entire book skill system. Like one of them is if his hat gets knocked off, you'll have a chance to pick it back up, and it kind of works like an extra life. Isn't that crazy? Say like you die being shot or punched to death or whatever, he'll do the iconic picking of his hat back up, and you'll get like a second chance, you know. And then another one was about like how much damage or how much stun the whip will do, and just things like that. I'm really excited for this. I think it's going to be something different. I'm definitely putting it outside the bubble of Uncharted and Tomb Raider. I'm going to enjoy it like Wolfenstein meets Dishonored, and that's all I ever asked. That's great. It's something cool. If I want a little bit of old school Indiana Jones, Emperor's Tomb is there, and Uncharted and Tomb Raider is there as well, so it's fine. That's all good. We can have it all. You can have your cake and eat it too if you just don't follow any of these hateful people. Oh look, we got another one of these little guys. Oh, the what they call the medicinal herb. Nice. That's cute. Sounds fishy. If you're buying, it seems as though there's some sort of secret to this store. Oh, I'll have to remember that. This place is so pretty. More of the church people. Tomorrow's exhibition will be blessed sight to behold. Oh yeah, how much time do we have? Find an inn. That's all. Okay, so we don't have a countdown yet. See all this magical energy going around. These lamps absorb it. It's pretty cool. Did we heal? We did, okay. Let's talk to these guys. Aren't you one of Louisa's underlings? You doing business here? What's the matter? Not minding my own business. Not bothering the souls. Crime, is it? Yeah, it's true. These guys are two different soldiers. Louisa's guys are those with the snake on it. They're shower wankers. But we have to play nice at Louise now. It sucks. I hate that kind of stuff. Look at these little... Oh, poor little street kids. Someone just go, oi! Nice. Yeah, I wonder if Veilguard will do callbacks to other Dragon Ages. I hope so. It should, right? It's been about 10 years since Inquisition. I did want to play it before it came out. It just there was not enough time and everything fell asunder, and I was basically gone with the fucking appendix and kidney stones and that. So it's been rough. It's been rough. I'm so glad I kind of took such a bite out of this before all that happened. You can't plan for this stuff, you know. I'd actually been on and off having trouble. I didn't really talk about it, but I was having a lot of pain and trouble on and off for like almost a year and a half. And I thought it was gluten intolerance. I still think there's something going on there, so I'm just swearing off bread altogether. I know there's gluten-free bread, but I'm good. I tend not to like when chemicals and stuff are interfering with your foods. So how they're taking the gluten out or whatever, I don't want to know, so I'm just not bothering. Hell yes. So yeah, I was kind of dealing with that, and you know, you never know what it is. It wasn't even like diarrhea or anything like that. You know, if it was that simple, you'd be like, okay, cool. It wasn't. It was like searing hot stabbing pain going through my gut. I'm like, this isn't good, man. I'm waking up in the morning, sitting on the floor in pain. And apparently it was called something called rumbling or grumbling appendix, where you're basically getting appendicitis, where your appendix is going to burst, and it just stops. It's like, ha, like psych you out, you know? And then it comes back, and then it stops, and then it comes back. And this time it didn't go away. So yeah, it sucks. Now I've been pretty okay, luckily, since pretty much Monday, Tuesday of this week. I haven't had too much pain, so we'll see if we continue. I keep waiting for something. I keep kind of checking myself and stuff, you know. So I'm feeling pretty normal, thank God. So happy. It's kind of was in that mindset of after a good few almost a week pretty much of constant pain that it became like a thing that was just in your mind. Look at this. What the hell? Mustari candidate. Wow. So the Mustari kind of hide their face. Sometimes they're wearing like cat boxes and just normal cardboard boxes and that. Look at this guy. He wants to be a candidate for the crown. So he's wearing this epic. For Yufa, the island's people must change. And to change, no one will need the words of a pagan like me. They're kind of cool looking, aren't they? He looks like a chess piece. Yeah, it'd be interesting. I love Dragon Age. I haven't played Inquisition because at the time I was just Witcher 3 crazy. Now, it did come out the year before and win the Game of the Year. That was one of the first Game of the Year awards before the Spike Awards. Before that, and it was called Spike Awards, and then it moved on to the Game Awards. So that was like one of the first, 2014. But it's taken that long. Another gold beetle. I don't know what to do with these gold beetles, but I have like 8 or 9 of them, and they're like a collectible. So it's pretty cool, huh? And Witcher 3 won it the year after. I hear that it's a huge game, whereas now Veilguard, it's open area. The combat looks fun, so I am excited. Now it's getting into a lot of trouble because people are choosing to attack the devs and this and that and whatever. You bastard, Jesus! Can't reason these lunatics. The hell? Nice. All these games swear and everything. I'm only saying that, but God, between Twitch and YouTube, they don't want you swearing at all. So what are we supposed to do? We've turned our entire life into this weird snowflake where no one's allowed to say anything bad. You can't do anything bad. You can't say, like, what the hell is going on? You can't even, like, fake it. You can't. It's getting scary, man. It feels like freaking, what was that, Galactus, that movie? What was that one called? Gallica? No, was it Gallica? It was with, no, it wasn't Christian Bale. I always get that one mixed up. The Sean Bean, Christian Bale Equilibrium movie. It's kind of like that one too. They weren't really allowed to step out of line either. The other one was like, what was it, Galactus? It was a guy who basically wanted to go to space. It had Uma Thurman in it. And what the fuck is that guy's name? I always get him mixed up. Not Christian Bale. It's not Christian Glover. Ethan Hawke. I think that's it. Is it Ethan Hawke? It's a really good movie. So he wants to go to space, but he only allows certain people to go if they don't have broken limbs and perfect genes, and you find out that he doesn't have any of those things. Gattaca, that's it, not Galactus. I keep getting, when I hear the fairy's name in this, which is like Calica, I keep thinking of that movie. Go give it a watch if you ever do. It's called Gattaca. It's cool. It's kind of like neo-noir as well. He ends up being the janitor at basically future NASA, and he tricks his way into it. Jude Law is in it as well, so he fakes his DNA, but every day they like hoover up and they make sure that there's no interlopers. It's really cool. Great movie, really great music, great atmosphere, cinematography is amazing, just a great story. It has that kind of concept of a future classism stuff, you know. Even got like a little bit of 1984 about it, but it all takes place mainly around his house and this Gattaca, like, space academy, basically. It's really cool. I love how everybody just is almost like robotic in nature, and like Uma Thurman does a good job. She has such a fine form, you know, that kind of way. Like, she can be a badass in Kill Bill, but if you look at her, like, between the jawline and her slender frame and that, she has very much that kind of, yeah. She plays it really well. She plays that kind of almost perfect little person, afraid to break out and even share her love or whatever. Phantom of the Deep, what is this? This one doesn't seem to be open. Alright, so it's another name for one of those nighttime magic shops for the igniters and that. Okay, let's go to the inn. Let's move on with this story one. Be nice to get a cheeky dungeon in there somehow. It tends to take about 2 streams or so to do each town, which is nice. Hey, Mister, where's the... Oh yeah, I gotta go over here to get to the inn. Is there 2 parts to the town? No information. I think so. It's like 2 parts to the town. That's so cool. Anyway, you want to go? Merchant's Bazaar, Angler's Inn Square, Inn District. There's a whole... This is a huge city. Oh my god. Nice. But yeah, Dragon Age used to be called Dreadwolf. Dragon Age 4 Dreadwolf. And I really do wish they kept that name, because the Veilguard is a shit name. They should have just called it Veilguard. Basically what that is, the Veilguard is a type of like army, you know, like a superhero group that they're guarding the Veil. The Veil is this like interdimensional evil portal that opened up, basically talking about it. a little bit in 1 and 2, but then it was a big thing in number 3. But it was about the Fade, you know, and then the dragons and the gods and all that. It's a great series. A lot of people kind of shy away from it because of the tactics side of it, but for the most part, it's only an added extra. Oh, the king's over here as well? No way! Did he like... This is crazy. So the king died, and then he rose up out of the ground and pulled the whole palace with him, like the Vatican. And underneath this floating continent is his face. So it reminds you of the moon from Majora's Mask. But what he's doing is he's watching over. One eye is watching people, and the other eye changes and shows a stone face of who the current top candidate is. It's a very strange idea. Very strange. So with Majora's Mask, the moon coming down on top of you, it's got that vibe, you know. It's so weird. I'm starting to think, I do think that it's not actually anything got to do with the king, but we'll see. Because he was murdered and then never bothered his ass, but like 3 days later became this thing. So yeah. The exposition of the Brave is over. It's on to Montaro next. Oh, excuse me. I was trying to avoid that, you know, moving around and trying to talk and think of things and you distract yourself from a sneeze, but it wouldn't go away. It wouldn't go away. This one's got kind of a sort of a Florence or Venice vibe to it a little bit, no? Or maybe even like Dutch. I kind of a Dutch. No, maybe it's the orange roofs, I don't know. The river going through the place. Cool. Oh, the UG, man, they're treated pretty badly as well. Strange to see an Elder involved. Speaking of strange, you know what's funny? I haven't met any other Elders. Our race are called Elders, and I think it's a nod to Elder. And basically, it seems because he has different eyes, you know, but they look the most human, right? No, these guys are bat mice people. And you have people with wings like seraphs, like angels. And the Parapus are like cats. And then you have the ones that have horns as well, you know. Like, look at this guy. Roger. Well met, young elder. I saw you earlier in Mantira. Impressed with what you did in that town. Just a hunch of mine, but the noble behind all the abductions, what's exactly the kind of thing those rich bastards would do for fun? What makes you think that? It's not that simple. So I'm right, you mean. I knew it. Those nobles love nothing more than fatten themselves. Okay, this guy clearly just hates nobles. He's not going to listen to that, and I say. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 turns 23. Nice. They are, they're going to do a big collection soon. Tony Hawk himself, he's kind of drip feeding information. He's like, I'm not allowed to say anything. But I would fully expect Microsoft to try and bring back 99% of the IP that Activision own, you know. I'd fully expect that. Give it time, though. It's taking time. They don't know what to do with the old Call of Duties yet. Like, what would you guys do? If they drip feed it, right, and give us one a month, that's what a lot of people want. But, okay, a lot of different ins. It might eat and cannibalize the playtime of Black Ops 6. Me personally, I would give this entire, you know, rest of the year to Black Ops 6. Then, as of January, I'd start releasing them. But they really need to not release them in a chunk. I know people want. Like, please just put the whole thing on the Game Pass. I don't think they should do that. It'll really destroy the lesser loved ones. But if we put them there once a month, it'll be good. Alright, looks like we can just pick whichever inn we want. And it's like high class, shady stuff. And it's crazy that there's all competing inns in one area. This place must be very popular. What is this? Oh, it's her! I keep missing this one. Lena. She's a goofy little one. Look at her. You're the one who gave that speech. She's a UG as well, but she looks more mouseical. This one, she shouts from the rooftop. She's more of a showman kind of person. Because of the exposition, everyone's full up. And after I told myself I was going to make sure that somewhere nice. Oh, this place is no good, but I have to look. Yeah, so the exposition of the Brave is everybody competing because we got the head as well. Okay, it's a secret. More powerful chassis than mine. Tell me, what sort of technology did you use? I don't really know. Who are you again? It's a secret. Stingy, and here I was going to tell my dad about it. You know, right, I'm a competitor too, and I'm very proud of my gauntlet runner. That means if you're stubborn and refuse to tell me, I can make you do it by force. Jesus. Put the hammer down, love. Alright. Anywhere in here? These guys are the hippies, are they? Loveless. Look who's here. That's the elder fella from Montira. Guess we both got ourselves marks for the existence. Okay, so we're hoping to stay at this inn. Sorry to disappoint you, lad. Oh, they're like celebrities. Alright, this one's calling it the come one, come all, huh? Some joke when there's nowhere else to stay. That's going to be an issue. Is there anywhere else to stay? There's 2 other inns nearby, but I'm hardly thrilled with either option. On the other side of the fountain is the Golden Corral. Alright, Parapus and Elder staying there. Fat bloody chance. So they're super pricey and super racist. Good. Stood for Snowboard Supercross. Oh, really? Did it? That's what SSX... I never knew that. I never knew that. There you go. I love those old games. It'd be great to have them back. Yeah. Assassin's Creed 3, Need for Speed, all turned 12. Aw. Tell you one thing, those were the good days. I remember the hype around Assassin's Creed 3 was insane, because we just got off the Ezio trilogy, which were just, you know, sold like hotcakes. We're like, what's the next step? We started to see all this crazy, bloody, fucking American Revolution stuff. Didn't quite pan out, sadly. And Assassin's Creed Liberation was in like New Orleans, one of the first female assassins we got to play as. I really like that game. It's cool. It's just an extension of 3 though. But they do kind of give it away for free a lot of times, because they recently did like a HD remaster of 3 and just give away Liberation for free. And yeah, Need for Speed Most Wanted, Jesus Christ. Incredible. But only 12 years old, so that must be the remake, isn't it? The original Most Wanted must be over 20 years old, right? I think, right? I'm definitely older than that. It was Most Wanted with the... It had like a white and red cover. And the original was more... It had like the skyline, it was like silver and blue, and it was just the wheel of the car closed up, right? Or maybe that was Underground. I'm trying to remember. That could have been Underground. I'm trying to use my memory to remember the box art. I had Most Wanted, the black edition. And it's, oh, jeez. It's cool. I think it's worth a pretty penny now. It's another one in my little collection. Just leave it alone. It'll build up money over time. Good games, great games. Soundtracks were unbelievable. Most of the games you've listed there have one very good thing in common that helped their success. And that's the soundtracks, right? People could name half of all the Tony Hawk soundtracks. Didn't we come down here and try this one? This will be the last one. We'll go in here, end up meeting all these baddies. Welcome, lad. Make yourself comfortable. See, that just sounds messed up. They're going to try and steal from us. That's all good. I have a spare room available. Won't receive service to anyone. My rooms are affordable. Criminals, prosecuted tribes. Oh, wouldn't dream of turning business away. See, he's right, but in doing so, this place seems shady. Look, it's okay. We need somewhere to sleep. Why don't we just Hey, what's that? Spider's den. Why don't we just sleep in the runner? Like, I don't know why it's such a big deal. Look at this place. It's a frickin' stable. These guys used to the poshness. Really? What's wrong with the runner? Ew.
Did you see that giant bug just now?
Yoink.
It was like the size of my head. It's gotta be poisonous.
Nah. Uh-oh, he's gonna go eat it.
Oh, pull yourself together. It's just a insect.
Oh, he hates them too. No, that can't be right. Yeah. Come on.
The hut.
Right. He's scared of bugs. I thought bats would eat those, you know? Or mice. Bit of both. Hey, mate, how's it going? Hello. How you doing, sir? Joanna, how's your time off going? Ugh. Any plans for the Halloween? I think for the most part, people don't really care too much. I was saying that, like, after COVID, people just don't care as much. Definitely is one for the kids. One for the kids. Just enjoying our time with Metaphor here. We've made it to a whole new town.
She'd not have done that if she didn't believe it truly was her child.
I think we're pushed past the halfway point at this point.
I believe she expressed...
It's very good. Great. Really well written. Kind of Attack on Titan and
what if she ends up not showing up?
Hunger Games mixed together almost.
The one who got the worst of all of this in the first place.
If it comes to that,
they're all vying for the crown.
After all,
killing each other in the process.
Balderdash.
Balderdash. You don't hear that one very often. Bring all these great old words back. I'm so down for that.
Right, we've done what we can do.
It's got a medieval twang to it, but not quite. Then we'll play some zombies with Dead Rising 3 later. Let's get into Black Ops Zombies again. You guys pick a day or let me know. Pyro says he's found the Easter eggs, so he's kind of been playing it off himself. Good lad. I want to see what kind of, how high a round we can get.
funny.
You'd almost want like 6 hours for zombies, I swear to God.
Let's go check it out.
But if everybody gets a good start and good weapon, you know, if Pyro got that vacuum blender gun again and Dynamite got the ray gun, you could fly through the rounds, you know. You need a little bit of luck. Because we were doing the pack-a-punch and you can see that it then bottoms out. And you're already starting to see the power creep, and we're only in the 30s, so imagine trying to get into the 50s and 80s. You'd almost rely wholeheartedly on the mystery box. Hey, look at this gobshite. These are more of the... They're almost like celebrities. They're part of each house. They're all vying for the crown on these great land runners. Like a ship with demon legs and demon tails. This guy's clearly annoying posh dude. They'll all die one by one, don't worry. Fresh off bit of Visions of Mana, lovely. Oh god, she's got... Jesus, fangirls. No idea where the story's going at this point and how long it still is. Damn. It's starting to lose the run of itself, is it?
You'd rather wait for a king who was always right, then?
What's been your favourite, like, modern RPG? Did you enjoy Tales of Arise? Sorry, I was thinking of Trials of Mana. Good God. What a happy man.
Our status, they mean something. You could stray from a monolith, but it will still remain.
The beret, the metal neck thing. Can you tell this guy is highly militarized? Rousseau!
What pride is there in seizing power by force? Disgraceful.
Disgrace. I can't lie, I did not think that this was the way this game was gonna go. It's so far removed from Persona or Shin Megami Tensei, while also being its own thing. It's great. What's the voice acting in Visions of Mana like? Is it British as well? What's the quality like? Don't know what is this last year alone has been nearly 90% British acting, voice acting. I don't know if there was because of the... Yeah. It's because of the strike for voice actors. I'm not against it. It's just noticeable and you can't unnotice it. Scottish. There's even a bit of Irish. There's one Irish character.
I confess, I know not how to feel.
Oh wow, Honkerberg, really? Yes, they're not used to this. Everybody else has been so racist and classist. Still is here, but you can see at least they are more open. The last two towns have been quite oppressed. This one's more open, but I think it's probably thinly veiled. We're gonna find out. It's probably all lies. One of those kind of passive-aggressive things. They're saying what you think they want you to hear. Yo, Gabba Gabba. Oh, look at this little aquarium in the middle. No, those fish will never catch those other fish. Nice. Look at all these people. Wow.
When I'm king, pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink, all year round.
All year round. He's Northern Irish. And he's got hippie bohemian stuff going on.
Let fools be content with their fool dreams.
Some wild colours, aren't they? Like the Tales of Brides. Yeah, enjoyed that a good bit. It was very different, wasn't it?
Most powerful?
They had a kind of a slave master thing going on too. They didn't shove the love story down your throat either. It was very good. It did just the nature of a JRPG. It did have to string you along a little bit, but such is the way. But Shion, really liked her. Absolute cold-hearted bitch in the first 10 hours. I'm like, oh my god, couldn't be more turned on. But she softened up, you know, just like Hulkenberg over here. She's also got that as well. A stern royal knight, but you know, like a good candy, she's hard on the outside and gooey and sweet in the middle, just like Shion. Oi!
Pay him no mind. A drunk's words weigh nothing.
Let's see about that.
Wow, there are fish swimming in front of the store.
This is a bar, it's not a store.
'Tis on the customer to fish up
It's like when we pick out our... Or maybe they'll teach us how to fish now. Not a JRPG without fishing, huh? Voice acting visions, man, is fine. It's the animations that suck. They have... yeah. Why have one that doesn't match the characters' mouths? Oh, that sucks. I hate that. Yeah, we're going to be taught how to swim. Or fish. I hate that, dude. It's usually what it's left over from animating the mouths around the Japanese language and then just not bothering their arse to change it for English. I know it's work, but honestly, like, between good translation and that, it is important. We're not going back to PS2 days, you know. I think Visions of Mana was done by a separate studio. It wasn't Square Enix. It's published by Square Enix, but I believe it slowly trickled out that it was complete third party and it kind of shows. I will play it. I will get around to it. It does seem a little bit too crazy bright on the eyes, but it's okay. Oh my god, she loves eating weird stuff. Hunkleberg's not afraid. I bet she'd like eating something else too. She was eating a big sandworm in the last town. Now she's got this stinky fish. It's like a puffer fish. Must be picky. It's a delicacy. These will all die together, right? Bum 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 bum.
It's a delicacy.
You just made that up, didn't you?
Yep.
Ugh. It's rather slimy for my liking.
You don't see Hunkleberg complaining now, do you? Look at her. Slurping it up. Slurp jerping. Then we have Hesme here, who's a tiny little mouse bat person with the voice acting of Liam Neeson. It's brilliant. He's amazing. Amazingly written character. You wouldn't believe it, would you? Look at him. He's really cool. Really tragic. I can't recommend this one enough. It's more dungeon crawly than open world though. But there is real-time combat to a degree and turn-based. It's really good. If you didn't really gel with Persona because of the high school, this is for you. If you didn't like the demon morphin Pokemon collecting from Shin Megami Tensei, this one is for you. It's kind of a beautiful marriage of both, while also being its own separate thing. I dig it. I diggity-do.
How did you hear about it?
It's still got all the lovely trappings of a JRPG. A level system, min-maxing, equipment, and it also has a nice little social system, like Persona, without being annoying, or just about how you choose to spend your day. That's about it. And then yeah, more dungeon crawling and stuff. You've got monster hunts you can go on, special side quests, you can do special party missions, got to do with their rank, which will unlock new classes. Everything you do has meaning, purpose and reward, and that's great. That's great. Will you get the Horizon Remaster? I will. It's only a tenner. I don't want to reward them, but I will. I actually really like Horizon Zero Dawn. I really do. I think it's a great start. Besides the weird fat head on young Aloy, I love that. I love it from beginning to end. It's wonderful. Now where the series went is besides the point, unfortunately. It's a bit of a mess. They're getting far too ahead of themselves and forgot to even draw an outline of the series. We're now dealing with fucking aliens and random shit. But Horizon Zero Dawn is pretty special. It's another one of those things that I honestly think they were good on one game. Same with The Last of Us. Just fucking should have left it. Now we're living with the aftermath, the big dirty diaper of The Last of Us Part 2 and Forbidden West. It's tough. It is tough. I loved her origin story. I loved the Corruptors. Great, like, little family kind of story. Side quests were there, but never felt too important or too needed. But they were there and they're fun. And then they had a good, like, balance system and building up that strength to be taken down a Thunderjaw. It just felt amazing. Just never felt that in Forbidden West. That's just me, though. They had a horrible start. It was like this political red tape where you weren't allowed to go into the Forbidden West. So, first 3 or 4 hours, just utter crap, standstill. It's like, what the hell is this? You're meant to have an explosive beginning to your game. What a pissant. And you finally get out there and you're already kind of pissed off. Now, the game never feels like it's even alive until you fight that first kind of snake, right? Now, how many hours into it is then? But then you're already like, I can only pick out a couple of like notable moments, and it was basically like the Vegas part. But it's unfortunate. I don't want to hate on things like that, but god damn it, if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. At the same, there's something wrong. Something happened in Sony, because nearly all of their sequels have the same issue with me: bad writing, no care or love, but yet the quality is still there, but everything else is crap. Isn't that weird? Gameplay in all of those games, Forbidden West, Spider-Man 2, and God of War Ragnarok, are all fantastic. Great fun. But everything else is shite. Weak story. Like, it's kind of a gutless. That's the only word for it. I hate to say it, but they feel gutless. It's a scared Sony. They're afraid to make the Joel mistake again, you know? So there's no impact. There's not a single, in any of those games, that where you feel like anybody's in trouble or anyone's in a risk of dying or getting lost or anything. It's just weak. Gutless is the word. It sounds really wrong, but that's what it is. They're afraid. If you're writing in fear like that, they're afraid that they won't be able to do sequels or spin-offs or movies or TV shows on these characters. That's all it comes down to. It's tactical fear.
Good night.
Garbage. You can see where Horizon's already like they have 6 experiences, 6 games deep. They have an online one going. They have the Lego game going. They have the VR game going. They have the next, iteration. It's just on and on and on. I'm like, bitch, I can't even figure out if I like the first game. Well, I do like the first game, but you know what I mean.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this
I'm hoping this Concord stuff really wakes Sony up before it's too late. I saw someone, he's a heavy Sony fanboy, like he shits on Xbox and PC and Nintendo all day, and he came out and said, in no uncertain words, he goes, Sony has wasted half of a generation. I couldn't believe it. Even his entire comments afterwards were like, damn dude, harsh, ooh that hurt, damn, because these guys think they're, Sony, they think they're actually, working for Sony. But I couldn't believe it. Like, it showed that people's blind fandom is now coming to an end, and even they are shaken loose from the shit. And this wasn't just because of Concord, it was just a matter of everything. Now, I don't think they've wasted a generation. That is ridiculous, let's be honest. You can pretty much pull out one first party experience per year. That's still too low, but it's nice that it's there, I think probably out of all of the things they've done this generation in terms of new stuff, I think Returnal is probably the best. Just in terms of, wow, that's new. That's a huge evolution from their last game, which was like 2D shooting, But yeah, like Ghost of Tsushima is amazing, but that was on PS4. Unfortunately, you have to put it like that, Just doesn't make it worse or anything. It is one of their best, newest series, But unfortunately, its success is now kind of cannibalized any hope for Infamous or anything else. It's a tough one. They are a victim of their own success, and it's up to them to dig themselves out of this mess and stop following the MCU. You notice how Sony has fallen apart just when the MCU fell apart? I wonder how that could have happened. Almost like idiots copying idiots' homework, writing themselves into a hole, or worse, a circle. Jesus! To look at the first Iron Man to where we are now is like 2 different timelines, literally. Barden, how'd you get on here? Why was she screaming? Barden. That's so funny. Wait, did she see him on the toilet? Oh, the Queen! Oh, Jesus. Really? No way.
We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so
you snuck aboard?
I bathed first and was resting in the back room.
Oh my god, I would rather you should be in prison, love. Oh, thanks. Rely on the drunk guy. Jesus Christ. So yeah, I'll get it. It's only a tenner for Horizon Zero Dawn. I'll play it. I did the same with Last of Us, I think. Xbox would do that for free, but it's besides the point. Now, I'm getting the Lego Horizons game too. I know I'm giving out about the series and part of the problem, but I do want goodness from all these series. I don't want them to go away. Just want better writing. When you hear about the actual story for Ragnarok that was supposed to happen, it's amazing. It didn't happen. You hear what was supposed to go on with Spider-Man 2. It was also great too. Supposed to lead into the Great Web. But here we are. Can't get DLC. Don't know if Venom is a real game or not. And Insomniac just pissed. They don't even want to be part of Sony anymore. You have no idea. The morale over there, it's not just low. They're angry. They're not just depressed. They are angry. It's not because of where Sony is. It's because of the leaks
We're hardly icons of virtue ourselves.
It's horrible. They were between a rock and a hard place. It was like calling up your president because they've got prisoner of war hostages and the president allowing them to be killed while the president watches. That's what Sony and Insomniac are basically done. I get it, your hands are tied, you know, if they give in, 10 other people will come along and do ransomware, but I don't know. Sticking up for your team would have been much better, wouldn't it? It's also another big problem. Like, I know I like my rumors, but you start to see the horrible side of it. Like, there was a lot of PlayStation outlets that refused to report on the Insomniac leaks, and then immediately did it from software that happened afterwards, and the next one, and the next one, next one. So, you know, you're cherry picking, and you've absolutely no but real backbone. For us, the little guys, I just want to talk about gaming news and that, you know. So yeah, I am sadly circulating some rumors around, but sometimes it's just fun, you know. I know it can be hurtful to them, but a rumor is a rumor until it's ever confirmed or denied. It's just a rumor, you know. Some of the things we talk about don't actually come into fruition for 3+ years. I don't think that's that harmful, and in fact, most rumors are done by the teams themselves. Ubisoft are notorious for magically leaving laptops open on every plane ride they go on, or leaving USB drives all over the place. My arse. That is tactical controlled leak, and it's been done, and we know about this. Just like we have fake outages and artificial scarcity, pretending that there's not enough stock when clearly there is. How do you go from having no stock to being able to supply and sell 3 million in a month? It doesn't work. We've already shown that these factories at most can push out 1 million units per month. So what are you doing? That means you had maybe 2+ million hiding away somewhere. We know you, Nintendo. We know you, Sony. No, this shite. We'll see. We're coming up close to the PS5 Pro launch. It'll be very telling. I don't think they're going to do as well as they think they are. It'll just be another lesson to learn. I hope that continues to happen.
Yes, I intend to.
Whoever the crown goes to.
A bruised company will hopefully learn the right lesson, you know. Or they'll get twice as bad. They'll double down, thinking that everyone else is wrong. None of the big three are actually in good state, I don't think. Xbox doesn't know whether it's coming or going. Sony think they're untouchable. And then Nintendo are kind of a bit bewildered, a bit confused, a bit 1995. Alright, here we go. Time for the exposition of the brave what's it? Exhibition? Did I say it right? Who knows? So this one is where each person is going to present what they deem to be the best, and yeah, he says it himself, the best use of their power. A lot of them are collecting trophies of great deeds they've done, great monsters they've felled, that kind of stuff. There we go. In some cases, actual heads of the monsters. Eliminations.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might be simple.
Well, I mean, it's a JRPG, we can't really lose. The gorgeous. So these guys are basically the Senate. You can kind of tell they're probably bad guys. Hence with this motherfucker here. Alright. Over there? Look, it's a Liverpool accent, that's wild. Alright. What does that mean? Oh my. Doesn't she look like a bird? Cygnus, so she's like a swan. Yeah, who's this?
Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
Brilliant healer. We've met.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Are you guys gonna pick it up? Any games for November you're gonna pick up at all? Definitely excited for Stalker 2. The Lego Horizons could be fun. I can already see the type of writing and Marvel quips we're gonna get, but she seems kinda cool, Rella.
Hello, all.
Alright!
This city sure has, great seafood.
Oh my god.
And, well...
Great seafood, guys. Aww.
Fascinating, aren't they?
She's kind of cute, her little nervousness.
I don't know about them. I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas.
Oh, we'll be taking that on.
Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there. But we're through.
He basically told her to shut up. She was nervously yammering. Oh, she's her sister. Here's Juna. She's the only Irish one in the game. She's kind of cool. She's got these gorgeous eyes.
She's a saint?
They're like gemstones.
We better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves.
Yeah, honestly, Gallica might be the only American accent in the game.
He's got eyes in the
Like the fairy. She's the only fairy we've met so far as well, and they treat her like a mystical being, so she may be the only one left. She's definitely connected to our powers in some way. So the thing we did was that giant monstrous baby. That was the head or the trophy that we created. So let's see how it was a great story. I don't want to say too much more. If you're planning on playing this, I definitely suggest you do. I got it on Xbox because they had marketing, and I bought Silent Hill on PlayStation, so it felt nice just to 1-for-1. And I'm really enjoying my Series X this year. We only had it like, what, 6 months or so? They're trying to, all the backwards compatibility games. A lot of them don't work. I have Condemned 2, but it won't work. So it's unfortunate. Otherwise, it's good though. I want to play the new Life is Strange. Yeah, wait for a sale. Cool. Me too. Might have been something. Sorry, if you kind of... Don't be afraid to chime up if there's anything you'd want me to play to check it out for you or anything, you know? Then again, if I was playing that, you wouldn't tune in because you don't want to spoil, yeah, right? Okay, cool. Well, that's fine. We'll play and watch together. I don't want to spoil things, please. Look at this guy, what he's got. It's like a sack. This is only phase 1, right? What's it going to be? The first guy had a big old fish? The head. Oh, we have a head of a human too, but that doesn't look that hideous. Yeah, the humans are the big monsters in this, very Attack on Titan. How do we know, lads? Alright, calm down. Jesus. I don't think that... Yeah, that doesn't look like a human at all. Humans are beasts, though. They're based on Renaissance paintings, actually. Because when we fought the first human, it was like this egg that was hollow, and he had pulled out his heart, and he was holding his heart. And I'm like, I know that. That's an old classic painting. I couldn't tell you what it is, though. I'm bad. It's Renaissance painting. Like, how can I know all that? You know, we know our Da Vinci's and that, but... Where it is? Is it called Garden? Son of a bitch! I hate how apps work, man. It opens up Reddit, then you're inside Reddit, and you pull out of Reddit. I can't pull out of Reddit. You're still in the app. How do you go from fucking Internet Explorer to Reddit app? Don't open the app, you dickbags. Yeah, Garden of Earthly... oh, Bosch. That's it. It's Bosch. It's Bosch's Renaissance paintings, I think. Who did the deed? I'm gonna do the deed in a minute. Nice. Yes, if you know Bosch, that's what they're from. Bosch like depicts like great wars of heaven and hell and that. I'd say I admitted no Bosch. How do you pronounce his first name? Is it Hieronymus? Hieronymus Bosch? Or maybe it's Bosch? Bosch? Dutch painter. Yes. Early Netherlandish painting. Beautiful. So that's cool, isn't it, dude?
Gordon's trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
It's fine. Yeah, it's only a giant squid. No, we've got a giant monster baby. Come on, like, who doesn't want to see monster baby? It's fine. It's not looking great. Ah, lads, don't lose sight yet. These are just simple creatures. Wait till you see what we're going to bring out. The question is, how long have we had this head? Is it decomposing? Is it going to smell? We got a big fish and a big squid. The pagan assassin. He looks like a chess piece. The only thing that could change is like if you had like a big treasure or something. But this is more about power. That's why it's called the Brave. See, look, these guys, they're not given any time of day, so they're probably going to die off quick. There we go. Wrap up our show. No, come on. It's our turn. Like Horizon, also, but a friend is getting that one. We trade with each other. That's brilliant, dude. I was actually telling people to do that. I used to do that myself. Because who's out here spending 70 and 80? You can pass between them. That's really good, dude. I used to do that with the family share as well. Just pass the account. That's what I used to do. And you'd pay 30 each or whatever. Oh, here we go. What? You're going to bring the queen forward? What? Is she joining this?
Would you happen to be the Lady of Martira?
What about the... Where's the big baby head?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
Oh, what? It's not the baby head? Oh my god. Are we gonna decapitate her right here?
I've got something to say to you too.
Careful.
That you chief there.
Oh, for God's sake.
That Heismay?
Yes.
Same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing.
He's not a criminal, it was a misunderstanding.
The huge chief of all things.
Uh-oh. It's all going tits up.
Saved your hide on the road. Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal.
No, it was the queen who was kidnapping. She was feeding her weird baby monster. She lost her own child.
Wait.
Gave birth to a monstrosity.
I must confess to you all.
Damn, it's all coming out now.
You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home Martira.
Aye.
I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human.
It really was.
Of my castle. And
Big teeth and tongue. Big alligator baby thing.
Innocent people of my own city.
What? Absurd.
Oh. Posh Vin Diesel is angry.
Master Heismay is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Barden, Captain of Martira's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
That's right.
So, it was this young candidate
And I was the one who killed the baby. All wearing no pants.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
Trying to be a good little cyber and drink more. So I fucked my body up. Who knew? What are you supposed to do, like, when you gotta drink more, but then you gotta piss more, and you're trying to stream and play games? What do you do? What do you do? Now introducing, that's right, the piss bag extension for the ball bra. That's right. Never ever feel weird or strange while pissing your pants ever again. A stream from the toilet, right? No. No, what about the piss bag? It's the gamer catheter. That feels good. Would you not be down for that? It'll even sing a little jingle while you're tickling your Pringle. Wait, what? That's right. What song would you like to play while you're pissing into your bag? Anything you like? A bit of Funky Town? Why not? Ah. Oh, give it a little shake. Shake the bag.
Right here and now. Your Eminence, a moment.
Are they going to kill her? Aw. We had chosen to show her mercy because she really was just messed in the head. You know, there's nothing worse than the tragedy and grief that brings on madness than the loss of a child, you know. So I took mercy on her. Are they going to take her head? I think the head part really does just mean a trophy, you know what I mean? It's just, I think. That guy did bring the head, the rest just brought the whole fish. Lead this country armed with the truth. I will, I promise. I'll do my best. They may actually take the head right now.
I will. I promise.
I feel so bad for her. She did atrocities and deserves to be punished, of course, but... Oh! Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. And he took the head. Wow. That didn't even need much evidence at all. Just what we said. Damn. Bye-bye, lady.
Well, folks.
Damn. If that... Right. That's how the cookie crumbles. That's how the head falls as well. Dark horse. Yep. Come on, we must win the competition. We just had a live execution. You can't get better than that, lads, no? That's just good TV.
Those crazy kids have done it again.
I see how twisted these people are. Talk about like narrative dissonance. Look at our popularity rank. We've 49 now. At the events of the exposition, many people seem to have taken notice of me. Hope this eventually leads to saving the prince. We'll see about that. Cyber surprise. What'd you do? Can I store my piss bag in my piss drawer? No, we're gonna have to somehow transfer the piss from the piss drawer into the piss bag with as little leakage as possible. Can be done. We just don't know how yet. To use super absorbent, we're gonna have to get our piss bringers. Piss! That's me! It's all coming out now.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him.
It's me! Thank you for the clip, sir, ma'am. I never did figure out Amid. He could be anybody. He could be Neil Buchanan, for all we know. Jeez. No, it's a very personal thing to ask. So sorry. I don't know what any of you guys are. You could all just be the one person on 7 accounts. Be pretty impressive feat. But some people like feet, you know? Wait, what? It's not the same thing? Oh, these guys. Here's our big bad Luis and his 2 bodyguards. His bodyguards are fucking hilarious. Alright. Basilio and Fidelio. They basically, it's like the movie Snatch. Do you like dags? If you couldn't tell, he's a villain with the big trumpet music.
Something we've got in common. Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive, so Forden himself...
Impressive feat, right? You know, without the egg in it. Every now and then, a little tiny modicum of genius falls out. And then it rolls away like a marble and I'm chasing after it. It's like, please! It's like Noel and Liam Gallagher. Alright. We only righted it wrong.
No. We only righted it wrong.
Yeah.
And you weren't afraid to make an enemy of the church to do it. It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate.
Thank you!
So deftly rubbed
I just got a mani-pedi. I never know which one is the feet. The manicure or the pedicure.
for those who only know his
I tried petting a cure, but Robert Smith tried to smack me. Stop petting him.
Relax.
Alright.
Middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl.
Yeah, this one seems cool, this Juna. She's Irish. She's cool, like, just because she's Irish, she's cool. She can sing. She's got these gemstone eyes as well. And she's got that 70s thing going on.
So this is what's become of Luis.
She seems like an infiltrator. She's got that going on. She's like, she kind of like a dog humping the legs, but secretly just so they can get the best meat, you know? So that's what she's doing. I think she's playing double, triple agent. I'm down for it.
out of his way to talk to us. That's something we
The Cure, more like the restraining order. Yeah, good band. Good band. Nice. Never get to hear them, though. You always get, you know, shunted away by the cops in straitjackets. You can only watch them, but it's like 500 feet away. Oh.
And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
Oh my! Jeez. Huh? The other cyber just woke up. Yeesh. Hi guys!
Master Luis.
You ever see those crazy Omega videos of Kermit the Frog? And then he's like talking to the people. It's like, I love you, Kermit. Then he whips up a green cucumber and starts waving it around, and it's Kermit's dick. You ever see those videos? You have now.
Damn it. What's so special about those fools?
Yeah, that's what's going on right now. Except it's not green. No, it's not. It's not. It sounds like the next level of Russian roulette. Yes. Yes. Russian roulette, but it's... all the chambers are full. Nice. What did they call that again? Genocide. Let's see. It's not a done deal. Might be a trap. It's always a trap. It's a trap.
It might be a trap.
Don't get cold feet now. We knew.
What's with the obsession with feet over the last conversation?
We have finally taken
Now I can't see the word feet without
saving His Highness the
thinking of
Prince.
feet.
If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
Yep, that's what we're trying to do.
How fares his
This whole thing is... we're not even trying to become the king. It's a whole ploy to kill Lewis, get close to that prick, and also to free the Prince of a curse. He's in a coma curse, as you do, beset by thorns, which is not unlike Tales of Arise. Isn't that weird?
A formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's
the population thinks he's dead. We're trying to save him. He then would become the heir and thus de facto king, you know. So yeah, they're all having this conversation. But if we can just save this prince, all of it will be null and void. It's in the gauntlet runner. It's in me pocket. It's engraved on his body. Ooh. I think it'll be engraved on his body.
Maybe he's engraved it directly on his body.
Yeah, somehow I doubt he'd literally carve incriminating evidence onto his skin.
Why not?
It'd be backwards in a mirror besides. It's more likely to be in his runner.
No.
Really suppose it would be
Smart ass. Just like Tinkerbell. Little smart ass fairy.
was near a decade ago.
Just flick you off your little cup.
Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger.
Yeah.
Perhaps
You gotta sneak aboard his runner.
Good point. Let's just wait.
Cyber is lucky at poker. I wouldn't say lucky. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't say so. I don't know how much luck is involved with poker, right? I'm okay at poker though. I enjoy it. I don't play for money though. I refuse to do that. I've had people like literally fighting, punching fist fights over money and like small sums over poker. So I refuse to do that anymore. But I will use real money for blackjack. Now blackjack is a little bit of luck, a little bit of counting cards, and a little bit of skill. So you can see these guys are definitely like the Senate.
Make them prove their sanctus faith. After all,
This guy's useless, this Giddo. We beat him already. But he's a weasel for the church, so yeah. He's dangerous. What's the best poker game? Oh, like a video game you play. Geez, some of that new stuff is great, right? Like Liar's Bar. People are loving that stuff. It's kind of weird anthropomorphic furry, but with liar's dice and poker. And then the ballot throw as well, which is not really poker, but kind of. People love that too. That's going to win Game of the Year or something. Best mobile game or something. I don't know what's going to win overall Game of the Year. Me personally, it's Final Fantasy Rebirth. Best family game should be Astrobot. But it's going to have to go up against a lot. Best action game, Black Myth Wukong. Best racing game. We haven't had a good racing game in a long ass time. Best RPG. And I won't give it to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth again because it already did. Wow, probably this, honestly. We'll see. I'm about halfway through, so jury's out. RPGs heavily cling to me. I need the gameplay loop to be good, but I need a good ending. It's very important. Otherwise, I feel like I fucking wasted time. I don't want sequel bait. I don't want last minute enemy coming out of nowhere. It's tough. It's tough to get RPGs right. There's a poker called Raz. Oh, never heard of that. I'm pretty basic. Texas Hold'em is good for me. I'd rather get good at one game than be kind of half shit at 7, you know.
if such a relic existed, it would have been.
Beauty of blackjack is about cards. Poker's about cards, but it's more about reading people. It really is. You can just completely demolish someone right in front of your face. Where that you'll make them fold, you know? It's great.
You are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
Yeah. Sucks that she's working for him. Clearly an innocent in all this. But her being a saint. What difference does that make? We give people sainthood here usually after the past. We don't do too many these days, right? When was the last one? Like freaking Saint Teresa. About it. About it. Just goes to show the horrible world we live in. Night Prowler. Creepy.
Seems like this Night Prowler place is some sort of pub or club.
Alright. Let's see who this Night Prowler is. Probably just our code name.
Seemed fairly dingy to my
I'm gonna try and probably one of his other men, you know, Fidelio. Yeah, it is a trap. We need to get on board his runner. It's cool, so we have this whole king thing going on, right? But all of this subterfuge and espionage on the other side of stuff, I dig it. Speaking of racing, yeah, since on Game Pass, yeah, dude.
Right then, let's be off to this.
Lego's really trying. I just wish we could get what we really want, but they're trying. They're doing like that soccer game as well. They have the Sony Lego stuff. That'd be clever. There was meant to be a Halo game with Mega Blocks, and it never happened. I wish they would have pushed it out.
Let's hurry.
Because they couldn't organize anything with Lego, so they went with Mega Blocks instead. And they do okay. Like, Halo actually brings in a shit ton of money. People don't believe it. Even Halo Infinite has done very well for itself. Now they have a new Helldivers type mode in Halo, and then they're doing something new as well. I think they're going to do this thing where they're going to have a little story-based stuff, kind of like Spartan Ops, but it's going to be around the weapons, like the dawn of the assault rifle and the needler and all. I don't know. All we know for now, they've just shown a close-up of the iconic assault rifle, so we'll see. There was rumors of story DLC, but same thing with Spider-Man and everything else. It's just not happening. It's not happening. So the weather affects a lot. You can see the rain and lightning. Okay, so how many days we got for this? Head to Night Prowler. No, we don't. Okay, so we're still kind of in story mode. I'm going to continue until they give us a bit of free time. Let's do it. We'll be doing some Dead Rising 3 after this. It was super fun. Not only can you make crazy chainsaw weapons swinging around, you also make incredible vehicles like a steamroller that has flames coming out the side of it with a motorbike. Yeah, I love Dead Rising 3. Everyone has their favorite, usually 1 or 2. A lot of people like 2. I love 3. I love 3. Very, very like distinct emotions and memories with it. Stop! The dark side. Alright, so it looks like you travel between parts of the city. I wonder, are we able to fast travel yet? The game does let you do that. These are the other cities. Not yet though. They are grayed out, which means we're still heavily in story mode, so it'd be better for me to continue. You know that good old JRPG, you get to a new town and it's like 6 hours cutscenes. Just, you know what, the water there looks a bit shite actually. Maybe it's meant to be all magic or something. Because we have floating balls of water. See how it's a bit rough looking, isn't it? Especially when it goes up there. You couldn't have water moving like that. All calm when it's going up. You would have to have a current. So where should we go next? Arena Front Wharf. That was a cool Coliseum type thing where they were doing the exhibition of the brave. Ah, cool. Look at that load screen. They really put so much attention to detail. Cool. Oh, this one's fixed camera angle? Cool. Some areas are fixed camera. Man in pain. Are you good? Sounds like someone moaning in pain. Is that you? Oh, it's this guy down here. Let's have a look. You guys okay? What's this? Spider symbol? Mysterious old man. I do believe I know your face. Wait, you're the old man who was in the giant sandworm's stomach. He was! How'd he get out? We got pooped out of there. How did you get out? How did you get out? I intended the worm's belly to be my final resting place, but after running into you grubs, I longed to see the outside world. I just gave the worm a little poke with magic and loosened up his belly. Wow. So you got to go out the mouth? Aren't you lucky? We got to be shot out the arse of a worm covered in bile and poop. Good times. Everyone complimented our smell. It was great. Good times. Oh look, the genuine gold beetle. So he's who we give the gold beetles to? Cool. Arcane dragon blood. That sounds amazing. Restores the magna that surrounds your body. Maybe you'll find use for it. Wow, that's incredible. You sure you want to exchange it for a worthless bug? I'm an old man with a passion for insects. Alright, once not incest. If you hear a familiar chitter, give the area a quick look. Collect 12 of them, and I'll give you this Venom Ward charm. Cool, like, avoids poison. We don't have 12, I have like 6 maybe. Collecting gold beetles. We finally have a use for them, good. We're collecting them for no damn reason. They're in dungeons and everything. So just tell me how many I have. Yep, you found more of the bugs. Hand over the bugs. How many more do you need, bitch? If you bring 11 more, I'll give you that. Okay, thank you. Thanks, bud. I like collectibles in JRPGs because it gives you something else. How many do we have now? Let's go to accessories. No. Armor, weapons, information. Key items. Here we go. We have 5, but we gave 1, so we had 6. We need 11 more, so we need 6 more. Cool, that's quick maths, bitch. Alright. Nice. And Tree loves you. Oh, Tree, it is me. I am Tree. Tree. 1, 2, 3. All the trees. Lego 2K is decent like other racing games. Is it more like Forza Horizon, or is it more like, what's that, Turbocharged Track Mania? Yeah, that joke. Is it like that joke? Which is it? Don't you come at me. Or is it like Project Cars? That series fell apart. They were trying to get number 3. There's a free beetle right there. And it fell apart. Fell apart in my hands. I feel bad. I think they were having trouble with their publisher. Oof. Goose Flabber. Another one of those. I think those might have been THQ or one of them. Maybe Embracer. Hot Wheels Unleashed Turbocharged. There we go. One of the next month's PS Plus games. Have they announced them? Cool. Oh man, all the good news happens when I'm fucking streaming, so I don't see anything. Nice. Anything else good? They're announcing them a bit late, like we're a day away from the new month. Oh, Ghostwire Tokyo, really? Damn. Bethesda, really. This is them sneaking money. I thought they gave away that one for free already. So Ghostwire Tokyo, which is a good game. First person magic. It's made by the guys who did Evil Within. Give it a shot. Don't count it out. If you like a bit of horror, give it a shot. It's not worldly or anything. One advice I would give you is you can get an upgrade for a Tengu, which is a crow spirit. And it'll put crows all around the city. And you can actually grapple and zipline to them. It's really cool. Feels like a Japanese yokai Spider-Man. And then what's this other one? Oh, it's an Attack on Titan, is it? Attack on Titan. They don't do themselves any favour with that ridiculous fucking font and... Fuck, I can't read it. What does that say? It's like an Attack on Titan 2 or something, is it? I can't... Oh no, it's Death Note. That's even worse. Death Note Killer Within. Is that a brand new game? Day 1 release. It is. But I think it's an old game. It's pretty good. That's a good get for them. And more importantly for PS Plus is the PS Plus Essential games, which are usually around 15 or so. So what's Death Note about? I'm not gonna lie, we've got some great anime games in the last couple of years, but there's been some shocking bad ones too. Because they don't always... Oh, what the fuck is this, man? No, it's really bad. Oh my god, it's like Among Us. It's Death Note Among Us. The graphics look shit, man. It looks like Cluedo or something. Oh my god. I suppose what can you do with Death Note? You have to figure out who has the Death Note. Oh god. Past, like, oh my god, that's a really bad month. Like, Hot Wheels is good for, you know, a couple of hours, I suppose. And Ghostwire is good. See that to completion, it's worth it, but that's a bad month overall. Such a bad mix. They always have to have some kind of sports game, and the racing games get put into that. It's really rough. It's a day one. That Death Note game is shite. I'm not expecting a fighter or something. That's not what Death Note is, but I wouldn't have minded the fucking Attack on Titan. Didn't do a second game. Attack on Titan 2 to go with the new movie coming out. That's unfortunate. Honestly, the last Game Pass selection wasn't great either. We're on that downturn. You know, in November, they want you to buy the new big games, so they're not going to give you shite for free. So December, November tend to be a bit crap. I think people were pissed one year and PlayStation had to add an extra game to it. They were that pissed. But don't blame them. What they end up doing is at the end of the year to go like, look, we've given you €8,000 worth of value for your simple subscription. And then you actually do the maths, and that's not true at all. Game Pass this year has been, I think, really great, but it's so hard to please people. Like, one man's trash, another man's treasure, and that goes along with all the games as well. Medicinal herb, of course. God bless you. Sometimes it's helped you. He's got the bubble guts. What do you guys think? How's that? How's that sound? Ghostwire Tokyo. The Hot Wheels 2, the second one. And then a Death Note Among Us type game. Briny Freds and some tailbait. Though he's clearly in a lot of pain, no one at the Coliseum paid him any attention. No, they don't. They don't care. They don't care. I mean, now until Christmas is just amazing for Game Pass. Like, just Indiana Jones and Stalker 2 alone, that's like €140. Are you crazy? It's wonderful. And then that's not to mention everything else. And I've had so much fun with it. I do think that all these subscription services are cannibalizing and destroying. More important, destroying the mindset of what people deem worthy of buying and not. I even feel it in myself. I'm not afraid. Like, I say I like the Game Pass, but I know, like, take for instance what's going on with movies right now. I can see that we're like 50-50 where people are like, I'll wait for it to come to a subscription service, right? I'm the same. Some brand new movies I don't see for 3 years because I'm just not in that hemisphere as much anymore. Also been burned for a long time, and generally brand new movies are a lot shitter than even ones 5 years ago. That's just the truth. That's the cold hard truth, because writing has gone bad. It's gone bad in video games, it's gone bad in movies, and TV shows. It just is. It's, you know, you're gonna see a lot of Baldur's Gates and this game which have great writing, but unfortunately they've become the very, very few, the lucky few. Whereas before, you'd be closer to like an 80% of great writing, or at least fun, you know? Where the fuck has the fun gone? Even Insomniac are finding it hard to keep up with Sony's demands of doing crappy, inclusive stuff and not allowing to move their characters around. They're almost getting as restrictive as Nintendo is with Mario. Oh, you can't have different Toads in the game. How fucking dare you? Like, hello? Is this a Nintendo game or what is it? Alright, where should we go from here? Head to, like, where is Night Prowler? Is it on the boat? What's wrong is it has an icon in the bottom left with the diamond telling me where to go here. But then when I go to select, it has nothing. I don't know which one of these is the right one. Well, actually, it says the Night Prowler. Shut up, okay? I didn't read it, okay? I'm sorry. It says the Night Prowler right there. Fuck. What is wrong with me? Sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. Look at this place. Isn't it cool? Is this a pub or something? Night Prowler. So it's not a person. It's just like a underground pub. I knew that. Straights and flushes do not count against the player for low. The ace always plays low. Okay. Make the lowest possible 5-card hand. Honestly, when it comes to card games, I like a bit Cards Against Humanity because it's the last bastion of free dark jokes and dirty jokes without being judged and cancelled. And then I like, as I said, a bit of blackjack and poker. I'm a simple man. There you go. Look, this place is gorgeous. Add a bit of coral, man. It just livens people up. I told you it was these two. Told you. They're like little doggish. Have you ever seen faster hand wagging than that? I'm telling you. I'm gonna waggle my finger at the whole audience. Have a whole stadium feeling embarrassed. Alright, he's your big brother. It makes sense. It makes sense. And he was on Big Brother too. Nadia. Alright, Nadia. Today, I'm gonna vote for Nadia. That TCH, voice actors find it so hard to voice when they have words. Basically, you want to make this noise. Like you're like sucking your tongue off the top of your mouth. You know? That's the noise you gotta make. But when it's written and when it's voice acted, two different things. Some poor voice actors, especially the ladies, have to make the most craziest, nastiest noises you've ever heard. Imagine come home and go like, yeah, that was my day. It's dirty stuff. We all know where it's going. Okay. Help anyone in need. I'll treat all tribes equally. I don't want to be king. We gotta be careful because these guys are going to talk directly to Luis. So whether we lie or whether we try and gas them up a little bit, really those could get back to Luis and bite us in the ass, you know. So we gotta be careful. Let's try this one. They could use that. They could use that.
Meaning what exactly?
Yep.
It means he's even willing to save someone like me.
You're not doing yourself any favors here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too.
Alright.
Why do you want to serve Master Luis?
Oh, here we go. No lies. I admire his power. I don't like Forden or his church. I'm in love with Juna. That's brilliant. You imagine I want to get closer to her. I actually like the middle one. The middle one is perfect. It's enough truth to seem like, you know, they would get it, but we know secretly this has nothing got to do with our actual plans. And then admiring Luis's power is too clean. It's too easy. That's like saying water is wet. Everyone cares about that. But going after the church would be also an equal thing that Luis would go after.
I don't like Forden or his church. Too right. They have no idea.
Nice. Okay, this is good writing. This is good writing.
You had a sanctoress publicly executed so you could get ahead.
Literally. In fairness, she kind of gave up her own head, but anyway. Who doesn't want to get ahead? We all want to get some head. Wait, what? Please, apologies for my outburst. I'll clean up everywhere. Nice. Alright. You're in. These accents, man, holy shit.
The minority
tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our greatest hope rides with Master Luis.
So look, yeah, they're tagging along too, see?
So will you.
They're a bunch of hanger-on. They're not bodyguards at all, they're hanger-oners. Groupies.
Come on then. Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
The Caradrius, okay. There we go, we got in, this is what we wanted. Trying to find a possible way of stopping this curse. I don't think some formula, it's not going to be as simple as that, sadly. If only. This is a deep, deep magical spell. It's going to come down to us holding a knife to his throat and making him undo the curse. I really do believe that. Or possibly him having to die for the curse to be lifted. Careful.
Ideally, while most of our group is meeting with Luis.
I think the story moves onwards and at a good pace. It's up to you, like how much time you want to do downtime in between the days.
Wait, me?
Yeah, it's true. You can sneak around. But losing her could be lethal dangerous.
On my tiny shoulders?
I'm not too tiny.
I'll do it.
Once we're in
Thank
the
you.
Skyrunner, we'll assess the situation, then deal with our own tasks.
She is our link to magic, I think. Because she was the first archetype we got. She's connected to the mage, you know. I do worry that she's sort of siphoned, you know. We only got as far as we have because no one else has a fairy. No one mentions it. It seems too obvious, right? And then to have her in plain sight in the entire game, just as a kind of a Tinkerbell figure, not realizing just with Peter Pan how important Tinkerbell was in the end. I do believe in fairies. Well, we'll see. Because how does this work then? Do we fast travel to it? Let's see. What's the plan, little man? This is interesting. We don't really have to take the boat anywhere. That's like we want to go to their Anglers Inn Square. Where has he had parked, I wonder? There you go. The Shadir's front, whatever. Shadarius. Jesus. I don't know what he said. It's planned tomorrow. Oh yeah, that's what I've been trying to ask you guys. What are you up to? Any cool foods around? Any candy flosses around? Look at this thing. This thing can fly as well. It's like 3 times the size of ours. So this could act like a dungeon. Kind of looks like a human body, doesn't it? If you think about it, like lying down in the doggy position. Sorry, what? You bumpkins can fawn over the Shadarius all you want. We won't be flying for a good while. Alright, soiree. There's going to be a party? Hey Bash, how about you go and tell them anything they don't need to know, huh? We ain't officially friends yet. Now follow me, alright? I'll give you a grand tour. Oh, and a friendly warning to be on your best behaviour. Constraint and clever, we're dead on the spot. Make a rude comment to Lord Lewis, dead on the spot. How about if I piss on the spot? Am I dead on the spot now? Oh, not shy about making threats. We'll stay on our good side, okay? Don't be scared, Gallica. Let's not test our patience. Lord Lewis is in the reception room and you don't want us to keep him waiting. Okay, let's do it. Look at this thing. It takes up the whole screen. Lord of mercy. That's a big ass. The size of Luis's Skyrunner is ludicrous. He parks in the middle of the warship. Yeah, that's right. I'm glad they're pissed about it. I love it. It does a little bit of, very rarely, but it has these, what do I call them? Camera angles. The fixed camera angles. It's nice. Keep your eye on the prize. All the boys and girls around, alright. Got to seize the first foothold of our infiltration. Soon enough, Luis will be within our grasp. I sense this is going to go miserably wrong. And we're going to be picking up the pieces afterwards. We'll end up with someone dead. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how. We have had a lot of deaths so far. But only really one that it's affected us personally.
Understood.
But we'll see where that goes. This game is full of death. It is a medieval tragedy. With a little bit of steampunk put in there. It's crazy. Alright, in we go. Nice. I might be doing the same thing again. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty much a dungeon. I might be biting off more than I can chew here. I don't want to keep this too long, so we want to get on to our zombie fun too. I think I might just keep playing through Dead Rising 3 as well, because I just love me some zombies. I missed them so much. I'll get the remake of the first game down the line. Not too fussed. Remakes at full price. It doesn't just hurt the wallet, it hurts the fucking brain. No one in their right mind is going to be paying full price for some of these remakes. Just saying, like, Silent Hill 2 was fucking amazing. It's a long time coming, but $80 shagging just because it's a PlayStation exclusive? Eat my dick, Sony. All of us, the whole lot of us. That's what I think of you and your price. Fucking stupid idiots. Sony taxed my ass. Nice. We wasn't long before we beat the crap out of all these soldiers, so this could go horribly wrong. Is into a disco dance floor? Disco stew? There's a little poo. Jesus, yeah, we whooped these guys' arse a long time ago. Alright, let's keep on going. Might be a dungeon to get out of it, maybe. Reception room's up the top floor. Alright, this lift will get you there. Unless they're going to put us straight into a dungeon. Watch, they're watching. Uh-oh. What does that mean? Happens to everyone. Are they scanning us? Some sort of magic controlled locking mechanism. Ooh, they're teaching us. Keeps the suspicious element out. They're teaching us how to use this system later on. In fairness, we are in the belly of the beast. And not the worm this time. Only a select few ranking soldiers have them. Alright, we're going to have to kill someone for that later. We're going to have to move up the ranks first a bit. Alright. Oh, fancy. You guys get that, huh? Keys only given to ranking soldiers. Navigating the place may prove difficult without those in our possession. We will have to require them. Yes. Alright, get your booties into the elevator. Alright. Smash. Oh. 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 Nice. Why? I think it's just because it's Halloween, I think. That's why he's asking. Who knows, though? To understand the mind of Bernie would be to try and stare into someone's butthole and not see Jesus or something. I don't know. It's confusing. Some days he's a boss. Some days he's a real boy. And other days he's Pinocchio's wood. I don't know. I can't make sense of it either. Tell me. This pissant. What a great word, pissant. His name, he's called Zant. Is that how you pronounce that? Or Shiant? X is a hard one to pronounce in words. Shiant. Only language it's usually used in is Chinese. Xiao. It usually has a SH if it's Chinese. Xiao, like Xiao is pronounced Xiao. I guess it's the X and the I as a she sounding to it. Oh. Lord Luis's quarters. Alright, thanks lads, you've given us a lovely run of the place. No, just the reception area. He's waiting inside, so he's got like a little lobby. Very fancy. How does he get around? No wonder it took him so long to get to the exposition of the brave. He was trying to find his way off his ship. Stay safe. Nice. Good on you, mate. That's super nice of you. Just, yeah, with the Halloween. I don't know if you guys do much for Halloween, so hopefully you stay safe, whatever you get up to now. So little shits be throwing little rockets at people.
I truly respect. Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War.
You can't help but kind of respect Luis a bit, you know. It sucks. But he is a cold-blooded killer, so don't want to respect him. There you go, board games, hell yeah, nice. Anything I'd know. You guys mess around with Cluedo, or maybe some big board games like RPG ones or D&D. That sounds awesome, dude. Enjoy it, sir. Well earned. Good times, good fun, good people.
Here we go.
It's testing us. What should I ask? Ooh, what's your plan against Forden? Would you kill the royal family? For me, it'd just be kind of pretty chill as well. Like it's no special day. We had an early bank holiday. It's usually the first week of the next month, but we did bank holiday on Monday. So because it's a Thursday, it doesn't really do anything. But I will have the Fright Fest finale, so that'll be something nice and fun. Maybe have a few drinkies. If it was the Friday, it'd be perfect, wouldn't it? But god damn it, it's not enough of a holiday. If it was any type of holiday, they would just give me the Friday off too. But it's not. It's just Halloween, you know. It'd be like getting the day off for Valentine's Day. You're fucking mad, you know. It is what it is. It's all good. It's all good. Nice.
Did you kill the king and prince?
My dagger laid buried in the king's chest until his mortal husk entered the casket.
Damn. He admitted it.
Then you don't deny.
And you notice we mentioned the prince as well? So we're letting on that we think the prince is dead, when we really know he's just trapped in a cursed coma. But the world cannot know that we know he's alive. The question is, why couldn't he kill the prince? Does he need him? Luis purposely cursed him, but he could have just killed him like the king. As callous and messed up as that is. So I think he has a use for the prince too. Oh, there we go. Hey. So we have to pretend to like him. You know, keep your enemies closer. Real fucking close. Oh, look at that. One of the hearts.
This is a heart of magic silver.
Cut your finger Whoa, it's like a blood pact. I don't know if I want to do that.
Shows how all our blood flows.
Oh, that's not good at all.
Watch yourselves, though. If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's
Oh,
just
crap.
a drop you lose. Might take off a whole limb.
Oh, it's gonna know if we're lying. Oh, no.
You hesitate.
Oh, shit. It's just... Oh, God, what do we do here? This is bad.
It's just that
Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray. But power and order trumps all.
The
That is the
crux.
crux of my rule.
What do you plan to do? Seems we have no choice. Oh, please let something happen. Something else. No, don't do it. With the glove on.
It would appear.
Wow. It didn't detect our ruse.
Like knock-knee lambs. Just having a bit of fun with it.
Knock knee. That's when it's an old Scooby-Doo thing when your knees would knock together when you're scared.
I intend to hold a soiree in this
There we go.
It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
very exclusive.
August 13th.
Only for those good enough to be part
Oh, I wonder is that the month-long thing people are talking about? We're hardly there already, are we? People said at the end of the game, before the end, you get almost a month of free time to do whatever you want. As last I looked, it was like, what, 17th, 18th of July? And he said 13th of August. We'll see. I'll look into it. I do know we're past the halfway point, that's for sure.
Only this area feels any different from
It is like a 50-hour plus RPG, but everyone's mileage varies. Someone spends 70, someone can spend 40.
Didn't think he'd end up on our side.
It's like pork. There's a meat called pastor. What is it? What is it? I've seen some weirdly named pork before. Like there's a jowl, like pig's jowl and stuff. We have jowls too. Halloween, I forgot. Yeah. Not important to me. Okay, that's grand. Honestly, it's not that important to anyone. I don't think anymore. Just the kids, really. Most people have now extended it to the entire month. So what happens is by the time they make it to the end, everyone's completely spent. That's why I just do the week of Fright Fest, because I like it. You give it a good punch, you know. Honestly, I'm a horror guy all year round, and doesn't stop me playing horror games and horror movies. Oh, careful. Oh, Juna, nice. I feel like we can trust her. Yep. I told you, I think she's a spy as well.
Lady Juna, is something amiss?
I do recall saying I didn't need a personal guard today.
Yes, but
She's got a little Saoirse Ronan to her accent, but it's also a little bit heavy-handed that she's not really Irish.
You can do your guarding downstairs.
Honestly, the more Irish voice actors ham it up, and it drives me bonkers.
I mean, do you really want to be guarding the store when Count Luis returns?
Yeah, she's a pop star kind of thing going on.
How awkward for us both.
Alright, she's voiced by Emma Ballantyne.
Lady, repeat herself. Apologies, my lady. We'll make ourselves scarce.
Who is? That doesn't sound Irish, but it doesn't have to be O'Shaughnessy just to be Irish, you know. No, she's from London.
Opportunities like this are so few and far.
Yeah, she might have an Irish in it, a bit Irish in her. Or maybe she wants some, I don't know.
Wonderful. How were these arranged again? A magic spell? Is that the formula?
Yeah, of course it is. She was in Cyberpunk. Who's she voiced in Cyberpunk?
Just my luck. I can't carry out something that big, and now I know where it is.
Sky. She voiced someone called Sky. She voiced Romina in Elden Ring as well, which was the scorpion chick I very rarely heard of.
That you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyrunner.
I worry for Gallica. Perhaps we ask too much of her.
Diablo 4, she
I hope she's
voiced Saoirse.
Ah, it seems you worried for naught.
She voiced Felicity in Evil West.
I'm back.
Not an Irish.
You're clearly bursting with good news, too.
I know, right? I found where the formula is. I'm pretty sure I saw the real thing. Even if it wasn't, I'd bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Oh, if only it was that easy.
Done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
That songstress Juno was there too. I'm pretty sure it was Luis's private quarters. So I have to wonder what she was doing there.
So we just got Heismei, and you notice how much they're leaning on Juna? What's the over-under that she'll be a character, a playable character?
We'd need to go through the crew quarters.
So this town's story seems to be almost exclusively around the exposition of the brave and of getting inside here.
That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
The representative.
We'll need to pass through 3 blocks.
You said that fast.
The crew quarters, either the starboard or port corridor, and the bridge.
It looked like he's usually got his quarters under guard. So we'll want to pick a time of day when there'll be less people around.
If we need it less crowded, then how about the night of the soiree? Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
Oh, that's clever. That's clever. Yeah. Soldiers. Yeah.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night. How would we get away with not being present?
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time? We've got plenty of time to prepare. Securing an infiltration route, finding out when it will be less crowded. This is all work we can get done in advance.
Correct.
The night of, Gallica and one other will slip out, swipe the formula, then return by the shortest route possible.
Have anyone in mind? My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
No. I think he'd be our best bet.
What?
You would have the guest of honor himself absent?
That's not sussy or anything.
Talking about. He's bound to notice any absence. If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
What do you think? It would be risky
as
a solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
Are we meant to then just sneak around like as if we were in the party, we wandered off to the jacks to the toilet? We'll have to make it work. You'll be in more danger than I. That's tough. Will this affect battles? That's the question.
We'll just have to make it work.
You truly mean that?
Seriously. We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We'll have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
That reminds me.
Remember the man we met in Luis's Gauntlet Runner? He seemed very proud of his strength. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, Ziant, yeah. Told us to go back to the post, which makes me wonder he might be in charge of one of the runner's sectors. Be unfortunate until his strength was formidable even if they're near him. This wouldn't matter. We'll knock anybody down. Port. Alright, rest up for tomorrow. Okay, it's grand. Like I said, we'll just keep going until they give us kind of free run. From the sounds of it, we're going to have... So it's only the 27th of the... 22nd of the 7th. And he said it was the 13th of August. So we're going to have... like just over 2 weeks, right? Yeah. Good God, nearly 3 weeks. In game. What the hell?
Good night.
So either they have some other story planned until that time, or it's all side quest. See, there you go. That's the prince asleep with the thorns. He does this every time. Time marches on. People have already made memes of it. It says it. I think the whole game ends on the 10th month or so, as far as I've been told. Actually, that's as far as the calendar goes. That's how I was like, where did I hear that? I'm like, no, it was in the game. That's as far as the calendar goes. So you can kind of see where we are in game wise, you know, as they say, time marches on. And that'll push us into the middle of August, so you can imagine well into like between halfway and the third act, you know, our 4 acts or whatever, you know. So new challenge, we're not strong enough yet. Let's make precautions. I don't know, I like a new challenge. This game has a lot of difficulty options as well. One of them not being available at the start, which is pretty par for the course, called Regicide mode, which with the king being assassinated, that's what Regicide is. Means like regal homicide, so Regicide, you know, like familiarcide is family and all that stuff, and homicide. Homicide is like Homo sapien side, you know. Anyway, within a certain number of turns, wait, what? Short decisive battles. Okay, short. Defeating the officers when a certain number of turns. That's wild. Why? Will they run off and get help? While officers are quite strong and each will require you to be tactical, gather information about them in towns and utilize requests to strengthen your abilities. So they're telling us to be a bit OP and... wow, interesting.
Then,
What an unusual way of telling you that the difficulty just ramped up. Hey, that's fine by me. We have been quite a little bit ahead of things. Okay, so we have to do some digging before the day of the soiree. What a great word, soiree. Let's see how much we actually have. It should be like 18 days or something. 21 days? I don't know. How many days? There we go. We have 20 days. I was close enough. Infiltrate the Chevaliers. Okay. Louis' room can access on the day of the soiree. If I steal the curse formula, the Prince's curse may be lifted. Good. Good. And you see we had ranks 2, 3, 3.5. Now has been bolstered to rank 6, which is a small indication of the difficulty in the game. Alright, cool. Interiors of Luis's Gauntlet War. So how this works is, right, this is your sort of your downtime. And you can't just like run around getting levels. How you do that is through the hunts and the side quests and that, you know. Doing normal chatting with your people don't actually give you experience. It gives you your royal virtues and that, you know. So we have 20 days. That's the longest we've ever had. But I do believe that, as I said, at the end of the game you get like over a month, depending on how much you count down. What you could do is, if you were bold as brass, you could just do whatever they want you to do, like find the way to infiltrate Luis's quarters, that one quest, and then go straight into it, and the whole thing could take you maybe 1 or 2 days. But you'd be at a disadvantage. Your whole team would be held back, and you wouldn't have the proper classes